Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Travel with us now to the Kingdom of Payne. Visit far-off places, meet people with exotic and different cultures, and then trample all over their laws and traditions while pointing and shouting objection. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I see that Extemporaneous was here bright and early. In fact, here, let's go ahead and get this actual menu music going so I don't just have to use the, there we go, the YouTube video that was playing because it gets all jerky and stuttery when I try to play it during the intro. But Extemporaneous was here saying, random Transformers check, Sunstreaker, who is bro? And why is bro streaking? Sunstreaker, he's an Autobot from the original series, transforms into yellow Lamborghini. He's a brother. They're called the Lambo brothers because they both turn Lamborghinis. Brothers sideswipe. So yeah, I do have a Sunstreaker action figure, but I don't think I have him up on the shelf in here. I'm sorry. It says also random. Would you rather? Would you rather be able to be free from junk mail or free from email spam for the rest of your life? And also lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Extemporaneous. I hope you can hang out with us soon. Okay, so Extemporaneous says, would you rather be free from junk mail? Assuming you mean like physical junk mail or spam. I would say be free from spam because, like, I don't know about y'all, but I use my email so much more than like my actual snail mail, like physical address. Like the only thing I do that for is like Amazon deliveries. I'm sure there's some stuff that comes. I think like bank statements. So see, that's what I'm talking about, that stuttering. But thank you for the lurking Extemporaneous. Also Spirit of Justice. Yippee! Yippee indeed. Quick Kitty says, howdy! Just finished a toasty snack and I'm ready to roll. Nice. P.S. I hope this is the stream where I can show off my surprise for Logan. I hope so. I'd love to see a surprise. I'm guessing...
TTS Boo. I almost forgot it's Sunday Shed. Was busy learning of how D&D works. Lol.
Are you joining a D&D group, Crystal, or are you just like learning for the sake of it? Like, who are you playing D&D with? I think it sounds like a fun thing. Like, well, yeah, tell me more. Are you doing a campaign? I need to know, but thank you for the TTS. How are you doing, Crystal? I'm glad that you finally did remember that there is a Sunday stream because we get to see you here. But yeah, Queen Katie, I'm not sure what you're surprised. I'm guessing it's maybe like a clip of something that happened earlier that will make more sense later on. And Bubbo saying, yo, I have a nervous dog. I can empathize a bit. My cat is very anxious. She is very concerned over the slightest little things. But how you doing, Bumbo? Extemporaneous, Queen Katie, Crystal, Bumbo. How are all of y'all? Okay, let's go ahead and load up the game. So last time where we left off, we visited Payne and our guide, I'll be your guide. It's like you guys seem to think that's a great, brilliant pun name. I feel like they're not even trying anymore. So he has been accused of murder and treason. And we're like, I'll defend him. And then the chief prosecutor is our old friend Gaspen Payne, who is using this as an opportunity to try and get us killed. Because apparently we just found out, I mean, Phoenix found it, I guessed like, I'd like to think fairly early on last stream, that because the way there's talking about things, it turns out that if you're defending someone and if that person ends up being guilty, then you get the same punishment. So if our client, I'll be your guide, gets the death penalty, then Phoenix gets the death penalty. So that's where, so we just saw Rafa, who is like her benevolence, this mystical dancing girl, did a seance that showed us the victim's the last things that he saw before he died, which was this kid in that room, up on these stairs and all this stuff. Like, And so he was obviously trespassing where he shouldn't be, but he didn't murder. And so now we need, there are also words that appeared on there, so I'm guessing this will be kind of like the mood matrix. We'll have to like identify something that doesn't make sense. Something like that, I am not sure. Let's see, and Quick Katie says, email spam, please. One time a spam somehow had my password, so I had to update so many old stuff. Well, and that's the thing too, like email spam is kind of dangerous. It's very easy for people, if they're not careful, to get like their information phished or hacked or viruses downloaded and things like that. You don't get that as much from paper. Well, you get anthrax. If people put like disease, then that would kill you. So that is worse. Anthrax is worse than having to change your password, come to think of it. But I feel like that's less likely to happen. But we should probably play some of the game, I think. I will defend Albie. Red? But Mr. Right, oh, were those pears? Oh no, those were the Magatama dumplings, the meat buns or whatever that he had. The defendant insists he's innocent, and not even a divination seance should be accepted without examination. Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub! Well, the boy's standing up again. I thought he died. It's sad. Oh, and I gotta say, I have a theory. I'm gonna take a big swing with this theory in this game, because I've been thinking, I'm gonna be wrong. I'm absolutely gonna be wrong, but what if I'm right? And so it's gonna be cool. I was trying to, each of the games had a really specific twist for the final case of the game, right? Spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the previous Ace Attorney game, so if you haven't, you want to, I'll like wave my hands when I'm done so you can tell when the spoilers are done. So the very first game, the twist is we ended up defending the prosecuting attorney that we were going up against the whole time, who was falsely accused. And then in the second game, the twist was that our client was actually guilty. The third game, the twist was that the prosecuting attorney was the culprit. Fourth game, it was that we knew who the culprit was, but we didn't have any evidence for it. Fifth game, the culprit was the police officer investigating the case. So this one, I'm trying to think what else could be, because they can't repeat. What if it's the judge? What if the whole reason that we're doing a different country's courtroom is because the developers couldn't bear with the idea of Judge Udgy being guilty? So like, well, we got to bring in a different judge. And so this guy, in the last case, is going to be guilty of something. He's going to be guilty of murder. I am wrong. But what if I'm right? That would be cool. Yes, so that is what I'm sticking to. That is my guess. I have no like actual evidence for it other than, wow, that is like a twist that they haven't done before. It's like the judge. Because then how do you get him to like declare himself guilty? It'll be like so much tension and stuff. But anyway, that's just a thought. But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. Even knowing that, you still want to defend me? I don't know what happened in the past, but it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars, just because those words sound similar, I guess, huh? So I can understand if you don't believe me, but I still believe in you and your innocence. You're really dumb and naive, I'm sorry. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. Ha ha ha, barb-headed attorney, you continue to amuse me. Though your barbed jabs are proving to be more than mere jokes. Oh, hang on, is she in our court record yet? Because do we have people in our court record? She is. Because I don't think we read this. Yeah, I don't know if we read on many of these people. So, Karain Priestess and Crown Princess of Karain. Her divination seances show the last moments of the dead. Also, since she's 14, that means Phoenix can adopt her. That's allowed, right? Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Where did I leave off in the chat? Crystal, oh, that was read by TTS. Queen K says, hint, it's gift art! Oh, that's fantastic. Speaking of which, oh, Crystal, you're here. I meant to ask you because I went into the art channel in Discord. I keep meaning to go in and reply to like people who've done art recently, and I didn't have time, but I looked up and I thought you had posted like 2 pieces of art recently, and one of them I think was gone. And I was like, oh, I was sad. I still didn't end up having time to comment on it, but I thought it looked good. I hope you didn't like delete it because nobody had commented on it, but I thought it was very good, Crystal. Crystal said, just learning because I saw this streamer and their scenarios looked fun. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you do ever like start a D&D group, let us know. Let's see. Katie says, Gaspen Payne literally said death to right because he lost one case. Not only did he lose one case, it was a case where he should have lost. We proved beyond reasonable doubt that our client was innocent, which goes above and beyond the actual job of a defense attorney. And he was so steamed that an innocent young girl who hadn't even graduated from high school yet was not convicted of murder and presumably then would be executed, that he's trying to kill us. I would say murder, but he's trying to do within the bounds of the law. So I don't know. Crystal says death to right. No, that's us. Although would it be fun to? Oh, I was gonna say to be fun if we played an entire game where a ghost, but then again we kind of did that with Ghost Trick. Oh, speaking of Ghost Trick, I'm sorry, my mind is all over the place here today. And so if you're lurking and you want to see this game, I will get to the game, I promise. My mind is all over the place. So you guys remember playing Ghost Trick, right? So I am so happy with my cat because I think I mentioned before, my cat had issues with her claw. I had to take her to the vet to get it like trimmed because it was getting so bad because she wouldn't use her old scratching post. So finally, I decided to be a man. And since she wouldn't use her new scratching post, I took her old scratching post and I ripped all the rope off of it, which was harder to do than you would think. And then I went to Home Depot, bought about 50 feet of sisal rope, which is the type of rope that you use on cat scratching posts, and these little kind of U-shaped staples, and basically re-roped the entire, it was hours, and my body ached afterward, but she's starting to use it! I'm so proud of her. And I realized the type of rope you use on scratching posts is called sisal rope. And so I wonder if that's like a connection between like sisal, cats. If you played Ghost Trick, then I just thought it was neat. So anyway, I will read some more in the chat in a minute, but Crystal, why? Why are you so quick to chant death to right? Your benevolence. Believe me when I say that this attorney will knock your insides out! Okay, that's actually, Phoenix he's a doofus, but that's actually a pretty cool line. What? That's enough. That's a new speech bubble. I'm sorry, but okay, another thing. Those things dangling from her arms, like, and she did this last time, when she moves and those move around, I can't help, my brain interprets them as, I know they're just like fabric, my brain interprets them as the wires in Muppets that go into their hands. Have you seen like Muppets, like some of them they have human hands and things, but a lot of them are just like felt, and they have wires that control them. So she's a puppet. Insolent, disrespectful attorney. You'll have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight Realm. It's like the Shadow Realm from Yu-Gi-Oh! I love it. Hubba. Wait, why is she still in the middle of the room? I mean, it's kind of weird. She's done her dance. Go home, girl. Oh, not a wise move, traveler. Not wise at all. You should have taken the chance I offered to save your life. But you have made your choice. The Defense Culpability Act will be applied in this case. And with this verdict, you'll both be soon parting with your heads. Ooh, the front two rows are the splash zone. Hub. Death. The souls of the departed speak only the truth, and I but give their messages a voice. If you think my insights contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it. I think the court wants us dead. There's a very subtle hint of that.
TTS the jury. Dumb.
And they're not even the jury. They're a literal angry mob. So even if we're acquitted, they are probably going to kill us afterward, I think. But thank you very much for the TTS, Crystal. I appreciate it. Also, it was just me, that noise. It sounded like very, very Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, that insight thing. Rafer's insight. Oh, so what we have to do, she'll describe the insight and then we have to present evidence as if it's testimony. I'm guessing. All right, okay, that works. That works, I think. Let's read some comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Crystal says, Logan, I searched the pun names in Spirit of Justice. The names get better or worse if you think. It can't be worse than a guide named I'll Be Your Guide, right? Then again, we don't know the name of the guy that we saw actually do the killing at the beginning, so his name could be completely worse, like I'll Be the Murderer or something. And then there's Crystal shouting, death to right. Quick Katie said, they sure are. Bubba said, just gave the dog something tasty. Less nervous now. I am well. That is good. I'm sorry. I always feel bad that you can't explain to cats and dogs, like, things are fine. It's cool. Let me read one more comment, then we'll get back to the game. Queen Katie said the spam email was like a scam. It got my password, but claimed it had some bad videos of me, which I knew is untrue because I'm a nerd, so I deleted it and got new passwords. Good advice. A good way to go. Because, yeah, they'll always try and, like, scare you. Because I don't know if you realize, when you get scared, when you feel threatened, your what do you call it? It's the hippocampus or hypothalamus or whatever. It's your lizard brain, the fight or flight center of your brain kind of takes over, and your IQ, like the human IQ, literally drops when that happens. So good on you for staying with that. All right, let's play this. The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion. Okay, that seemed like a non sequitur at the end, so somehow maybe that'll tie in to it. These are the victim's experiences just before his death. As the victim's final memories, we can assume they aren't lies. I do like that Phoenix is just accepting that seance was authentic. Because, like, we've seen ghosts. We should accept the supernatural. So how do I break this down? Allow me to relieve you of your ignorance, defense. Did you notice the words that appeared in the seance vision? Oh, so they actually saw those words? Those weren't like words we heard? Song of ceremony, boy's voice, incense. Come to think of it, I did see words like song of ceremony and incense and boy's voice. I'm guessing since she mentioned song of ceremony that will be significant. The victim's final memories are not limited to sight alone. Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, all is laid bare in the pool of souls. So what Mr. Roll experienced with his 5 senses appears in this vision as words, right? Precisely, and by examining these sensations, we can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity. Works for me. I can use all the extra information I can get. Now, to find a contradiction between her insights and the seance vision. Your benevolence, I ask that you please show me that seance vision again. Very well. Okay, so we got to pay attention to this. Then I will read some more in the chat. I will read some more, I promise. Okay, so we don't see what he has in his hands. Incense, so he smells it. Incense. Oh, and there's the bag. Song of ceremony and boy's voice. So he's saying something. Maybe if we click boy's voice, we'll be able to find out what it was that he's... Oh, see, boy's voice got loud. Payne. So maybe he was like shouting, look out, someone's behind you doing a murder. It could be. Wait a minute. Her benevolence said after the morning dance of devotion earlier, didn't she? Oh, and it said dance of devotion, yeah? Isn't there something off about that? Oh, okay. I guess we gotta figure this out. I don't see the save option available. Let me read some more in the chat, though. Crystal says, D&D looks like a fun game with friends. I want to see more. Like, when I was a kid, I played a few rounds of D&D, and then a couple years ago, for an Extra Life fundraiser, me and some friends did a one-off game of D&D on stream. That was actually really fun. I liked it a lot. I think the biggest challenge, in my opinion, it would be just getting a D&D group together that you can rely on to play on a regular basis and like coordinate with everybody's schedules. Eglin! How you doing, Eglin? Did my driving test yesterday. Didn't fail, nice. Just didn't have the experience required to get my license. Aw, but you can get that though, right? But then again, the instructor didn't go the cone route and went, let's just take a group of people with 0 driving experience across state lines for like 6 whole hours and see how it goes. Eglin, are you sure you were not kidnapped? That does not sound like a driving test. I am pretty sure you were a victim of a crime. I do remember seeing a movie once when I was a kid where, crap, what was the movie? I think it was called like License to Drive or something like this. All I remember about the movie was, because I was like a young kid at the time, I remember sitting in my living room watching this movie, and the driving instructor had a thing where she's like, we don't pay attention to the papers or whatever, the clipboard. He had a coffee cup. All I believe in is my coffee cup. And he sets it on the dashboard. It's like, if a drop of that spills, you fail. And so he's like driving around being all careful, and you keep going to the back of the coffee cup, and you see it like the level just jiggling there, and every now and then he takes a sip, and he sets it back on the dashboard. He's driving around being all careful. Guy takes a sip, sets it down, and he's like sweating so much. He gets to the very end, and he's like pulling back in the parking lot of the driving school place. And right as he's like heading to the drop of the car, this kid like bolts in front of the car, and he slams on the brake, and the coffee cup comes tumbling off the dashboard and lands in his lap. And then the guy picks it up and he goes, "Lucky for you, the cup is now empty." And then he passes. So that's all I know. That is how driving tests go. My understanding is. Let me read one more comment in the chat. We'll keep going. Bumbo says, yeah, something deadly coming in the mail is more likely to get caught before it makes it to you. And someone has to hate you a lot. Spam happens to anyone. Well, I mean, how much do you have to hate someone to try and kill that person? Because Gaspen Payne, I'm guessing he has not thought about Phoenix Wright in however much time passed between this and the last game. And he immediately went to murder. I mean, it's like we're passing thought in his brain. He's like, yeah, I would kill him. So, I mean, that is a thing. Okay, so first I'll use A and D to make my way to the insight that seems off. The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. Yeah, so I cannot save during this. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning devotion? Yes, this is the insight that sounded funny. Now I'll just carefully compare this insight with the seance vision. If I notice a sensation that seems contradictory, I'll select R. I'll select R it. I'll R it. I'll R the crap out of it. Okay, so it's when Song of Song of Ceremony, because the Dance of Devotion. This is it. This is the part of the vision that contradicts the insight. So this, now I just select the sensation that is inconsistent, press R. I can't remember like which song and which dance comes first and second. So I guess the morning Dance of Devotion, so this is like the afternoon Song of Ceremony. So this gives us a different time of death than we thought. Okay, so we're gonna present that.
Objection!
Yay, it walked us through it. Wait just a moment. Yes, what is it, barbed head? You're saying the incident occurred after the morning Dance of Devotion, right? That's right. What of it? Then isn't it strange that Mr. Roll could still hear the Song of Ceremony? Oh my, you're absolutely right! Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub! Humph. Is that all that troubles you? I mean, granted, that is a very minor point, huh? What the victim heard was just a practice run of the Song of Ceremony. Practice run? What you talk about? Mr. Payne, if you would. The shine. Certainly, allow me to explain. The incident occurred in the interval between the morning and afternoon dances. During that time, the singers were practicing in the performance hall. Precisely. I was there as well, so I can corroborate this statement. I see, so what the victim heard was the practice session. There goes my contradiction. Okay, so they were practicing in this performance hall. That must be the room where Albie and I saw her benevolence dancing. Come on, get some background music so I can read some more chat, game. However, Mr. Payne, I admit one detail troubles me. Ask away, your majesty. It's a big temple. The performance hall and treasure room are quite far from each other. Could the song really be heard all the way in the treasure room? He's right, I assume. I don't know where this crap is. Oh, it's a very big temple. Ha! Well, how about it, Mr. Payne? Your Majesty, have you forgotten? There are speakers in every room of Temple, including the treasure room. Do they broadcast their rehearsals, though? Oh, that's right. Speakers? For what purpose? Are you serious, Mr. Wright? They're to broadcast the sacred music of the performance hall throughout the temple. That's why the victim could hear the Song of Ceremony in the seance vision. It was the practice run going on in the performance hall heard over the speakers. Thank you for your explanation, Your Benevolence. That makes perfect sense, even to a feeble-minded old man like me. Think nothing of it. Now, if you wouldn't mind, could you please alter your insights for us? Very well. Wait, she can just do that? She can alter her insights. Okay. Oh, all right, apparently. The song of the ceremony the victim heard was a practice run through the temple's speakers. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of this. If I point out an inconsistency, she'll update her insights accordingly. I guess that's better than, like, changing your story. It's like, now I remember. So if I keep pointing things out, maybe I can knock all of her insights out after all. I better find another inconsistency, no matter how small. Okay, let me read some more in the chat now. See, Eglin says, one girl passed. Me and another girl didn't have the experience needed, but we're completely fine either way and probably would have gotten our licenses if we had the experience. But you can then go and still get the experience, right? You can do like some practice driving and things like that, hopefully. Crystal says, wait, it got deleted. I'm gonna go to Discord. Didn't it? Was I mistaken? I looked, I thought I saw it there. Maybe Discord was just like bugging for me. Is it there? Was I wrong? I felt bad. Let's see, Neon says, hey Neon, how are you doing? Queen Katie says, huh? Crystal says, it got deleted. No, see, okay, I thought you had deleted it. Because I certainly didn't. I thought that maybe you were like sad that people hadn't commented on it. Like, it was a good picture though. Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. Hey, Beowulf, how you doing? Welcome. How is your weekend going? Crystal says, death to right again. Queen Katie says, don't put the image of Rafa Muppet in my mind. My poor captions. What's wrong with Rafa as a Muppet? I think she would be a delightful Muppet. The dancing could be a lot easier because instead of actually needing footwork, the puppeteer would just like move the person around like that, and you just imagine the feet are doing things. Queen Katie said, at some point it said dash? Dash? I'm not sure. Eglin says, love how my mom walks in when Logan is chanting death over and over again. I was in character. I'm sorry, Eglin, please tell me you explained to your mom the context of what was happening, that I don't actually wish death on anyone. And then, Beowulf then says death to right. Okay, Beowulf and Crystal are wishing death on someone. I am not doing that. So, yeah, okay, let's play a little more. It's a bit hard to focus on the insights with the seance vision going. I'll try using pause, Z, to temporarily stop the vision. Okay. Oh, wait, I can't just advance. So where do I want to pause? Let's see if we can find a good moment for pausing. I think it'll be on when he's talking, maybe, because like I said, boy's voice, so there's something he's saying. It's not an inconsistency, but it is something that we could like use more information on. See, he's talking. There, I paused the vision. I think I can use M and B to jump between different parts of the vision. Try moving the Mitama mark with a flashing, to the flashing red panel there. All right, so I wanna go right there. Okay, now that I know how to get around in seance visions, it's time to find inconsistencies between the insights and the vision. Oh, maybe it's that the pain happened before he swung. Okay, so let's see. The accused swung whatever he was holding over the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. So, the song of ceremony the victim heard was a practice run through the temple speakers. So that's everything. So, okay, so let's, I don't think we see him swing. I think the pain appears before he swings, so let's try that. Okay. I'm just gonna guess. And when I pause, we'll also save because I don't see my HP meter, but still. Let's see, he's talking. And, oh, okay, no, that's boy's voice. We don't, it goes black when there's pain. Well, dang it. Okay. Thank you, Toilet Duck. I am gonna save because I don't know what I'm supposed to click here. I am very confused. Okay, so let me save real quick. Save. We're gonna stagger our save slots and scum our saves. Okay, so the accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. The song of ceremony the victim heard was practice run through the temple speakers. Okay, so the accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. The song of ceremony the victim heard was... do we not see speakers? Is that the problem? Song of ceremony, boy's voice. I guess let's try clicking when the boy's voice gets really loud, maybe. Boy's voice. He's not swinging anything, though. incense, maybe? Let's check our court record real quick. Does that explain the whole thing with the Song of Ceremony? Dance of Devotion. No, we don't need the lyrics for that. This is the time of death. Between 12 and 1, cerebral contusion from a head injury, temple treasure room, murder weapon. Notice from the day of the incident, the defendant's fingerprints were found on it. April 23rd, due to the growing number of thefts around the temple, we'll be tightening security throughout. Therefore, all of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's Dance of Devotion. Ah, my gosh. I'm gonna read some chat because I am not sure what I'm supposed to click here. Let's see. Quick Kitty says, as someone who might be the only one who knows all of the pun names here, I'm just grinning. I'm looking forward to meeting them, even if they will be a disappointment for me. Bubba says, they might not beat one of the investigation games. A victim, I remember in Edgeworth Investigations 1, there was a victim whose name was literally Dead Man. That is the high watermark for bad names. Says not the name, but it's close. Bo said, my guess is like how it was in DL6. There never lies, but might lack important information. Okay, so that, I think you're right. I think that's what it's gonna be. Hang on, I gotta get a sip of water, and then we gotta figure this out. Okay, so the vision went dark before we even see him swing anything. Oh, is it because the vision went dark before the Payne? Yeah, it went dark right there. And then Payne comes after. There's the Payne. So maybe that's what it is. Let's try that. We go to Payne.
Objection!
Please, please, please. You're saying the victim's field of vision went dark right after he was struck, correct? I think we got it then. Of course, as anyone with eyes can see. Well, pardon me, but I must disagree. What? Your benevolence, please take another look at the exact moment the victim felt pain. Oh! Everything goes black, and then only after that, the victim feels pain. Hang on, if we look at the court record, can we check his body again real quick? Oh, you know what it is? He's got a headband. Maybe the guy behind him grabbed the headband and pulled it down over his eyes or something like that? That could be, maybe. Inconceivable! Ha! This places the order of events at odds with what you say happened. My word! Oh, it's just like, didn't you guys say that in the anime, that whenever they object, there's like actual wind that blows? So that's what happened there. Palooka, your benevolence, what is the meaning of this? I cannot be wrong. My insights are beyond fallacy. Honestly, I'll feel kind of bad for her, because we're probably going to shake her faith in the authority of her interpretations of these insights. And she's probably going to realize she has caused a lot of innocent people to die, which is kind of messed up. So we did it. We got through that. Let me read a few more comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Bubba says, well, Greg did lie, but it was 50-50 and was personally motivated to lie. That is true. Says, which the dead lying could be so interesting. But I do think that you're right, that what we see is actually what they saw. I don't think that unless Rafa can falsify a seance, which might be possible, we'll find out. Eglin said, I know the driving instructor. She used to work for my mom. It's fine. I drove her to Walmart so she could get a case of water. Oh, that's nice. Quick Kitty said, all he knows is that Miles threw the gun and then passed out. Next thing he knew, he was being summoned. So yeah, it was this officer dude. Don't bother my son. And Beowulf says, hail the coffee. Has anyone else seen that movie that I was talking about? Bubba said, never underestimate the power of a grudge, but it's a grudge over the stupidest little thing. I mean, granted, Winston Payne did flee the country, but it was stupid that he fled the country. He shouldn't have had to flee the country. And he now has a cushy, better job here with a solid gold suit and crown. So it was not a step down. His life is improved. And again, it's a grudge that we did what we're supposed to do and got an innocent girl acquitted. Quick Gator said, my question though is, what was Gaspen's thought process when he first got to this country and found out that it's lawyerless? Probably is like, ooh, there's no one who can defeat me. Bubble says, I think the words are color-coded to sense. Oh, were they slightly different colors? I wasn't even paying attention to colors. We gotta check that the next time we look at it. Thank you, Bumble. I'm gonna check that out. Okay, if what the defense says is true, this is a very grave matter indeed. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but I'm afraid this contradiction is something we simply can't ignore. Objection! Oh, it's Winston Payne. Now, let's not be too hasty, Your Majesty. I think I can clear this up. You have something to add, Mr. Payne? 1,000 apologies. It seems the prosecution has failed to make one tiny thing clear. Oh, was he going to say there was like a power outage around that time in the afternoon? And that would be... on the day of the incident, there was a power outage.
Why does Judge look like that?
Oh, Wendy, how you doing, Wendy? Welcome. And look, I was right. It was a power outage. Wendy, how are you doing? How is Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 2 treating you? Okay, so here's why. And it's also why the background in the courtroom. We are no longer in Japanifornia. We're visiting the Kingdom of Karain, which is where Maya Fey's, I assume, ancestors come from. So it's where all the Karain channeling techniques and all the spirit medium stuff comes from. And we were just visiting here, and we had a tour guide, a young boy literally named I'll Be Your Guide. That is his name. In fact, I can show you these things as a court record while we're catching up. So here's I'll Be Your Guide, and he's been accused of murder. And so we burst in. We're like, hey, this dude needs a defense attorney. And so that's just a different judge who happens to also have a long beard. And so I gave him the same voice. And that judge was like, well, you know, in our laws, if the client is found guilty, his lawyer will be executed too. And we're like, well, okay, why not? Sounds fun. And so now we're defending him, and we could get killed too. So it's delightful. It's nice because then that means if we get a bad ending, it's gonna be a real bad ending. But how are you doing, Wendy? Let me read one or two more comments in the chat, even though we don't have some music going on right now. Eglin said, yeah, I'm gonna practice, and the DMV test will probably just be in town instead of traveling like an hour out. I guess I forget how lucky I am that the DMV is close to where close-ish to where I live. Neon says, doing good. Art fight starts tomorrow, though, and I'm somehow feeling not ready. Okay, Neon, can you or someone else please review for me? Because you guys talked about it before. What are the actual rules of Art Fight? Like, how does it work? Because I've actually seen a lot of people talking about it, saying, make sure you don't start before July and all that stuff. I always thought that it was just a thing that people would do for fun, like a competition, you know, artists drawing each other's OCs or something like that. So how does it actually work? What are the rules? Because I'd like to maybe pay attention to it more. I don't got the skills for it, but I'd like to pay attention. And let's see, Crystal says, oh, TTS death to Payne. Oh, TTS girl won't call for people's death, says TTS hate death. I think that TTS probably considers calling for someone's death as harassment and doesn't know that Payne is a fictional character. Quick Kitty says, wait, Wright can just do that? Pause the vision. That's right. We got a keyboard. Says, does he just have a remote to the dead's memory? Yes. Crystal said, this is like a TV. Yes, he's got DVR on this. And Bubba says, them universal remotes do be universal. And Crystal says, nice drama. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm going to have a sip of water, and then we'll keep going.
TTS dead to Payne.
Oh, yes, that was close. Oh, and he even spelled dead. Yes. I did theorize, what if this is like a Danganronpa thing and the prosecutors get killed too? That it's like you falsely accuse this person of murder, so you get convicted of murder. I think it would be dark, but that would be kind of cool. And then they would have like really elaborate, bizarre executions, kind of like in the Danganronpa series for every prosecutor, every chapter. And we wouldn't get to have a rivalry against a prosecutor, but I think if they don't do that, it is a seriously missed opportunity. On the day of the incident, there was a power outage, a blackout in one part of the temple. Okay, so it's going to be the treasure room. The question is, was that just happenstance? Or did the culprit intentionally do that? And as I recall, the crime scene was in that sector. The power outage must be why the victim's field of vision went dark. I apologize for neglecting to tell the court this detail. I'm afraid it slipped my mind. Oh, that's right, Wendy. The other thing I forgot to tell you is that they have this young girl who she doesn't channel ghosts like Maya does. She can do a seance that brings this magical pool of water on the floor that shows us the last few moments of what the victim saw before dying. And so that's what we're discussing right now. So yeah, we's going all supernatural in this. Or rather, you knew all along and only letting it slip now that it's convenient, Payne. The power outage knocked out both the lights and the speakers. Oh, there was a blackout there, was there? Well now, that explains everything, does it not? What do you mean, your benevolence? Please share your thoughts with us if you would. The blackout occurred when the accused and the victim were faced with one another. fearing the victim would flee under the cover of darkness. The accused swiftly brought his weapon down on the victim's head. I see! That makes perfect sense, Your Benevolence. So the victim was struck after the lights went out. The depth of your insight is awe-inspiring, Your Benevolence. Give her a hand, everyone! Okay. A severed hand. For you. I can only do that one more time. Well done! Long may you live and prosper! Yay! Hey, I want to live long and prosper too! I don't know any Vulcans. Enough applause, you flatter me! Now, Your Benevolence, in light of this new information. Yes, of course, I will alter my insight. Insight revised. What, huh?
Cheering like it's the Super Bowl.
I know, they're
face.
yeah, they're like Taylor Swift cheering for her quarterback boyfriend, who I don't remember his name. I just remember that was a thing, right? She was dating, or maybe it was some football player. She was dating a football player. I don't know. I'm sure there'll be a song about it in like 6 months to a year when they break up. But yes, Wendy, thank you for the 10 bits. Once we get some background music, also, I'm going to read some more in the chat. One can safely assume the accused struck the victim the moment after the blackout began. What? Oh, Phantom!
Guess what? 11 months strong. Cheers to the last 11 and many more. Love all you all.
Thank you so much, Phantom, for the re-up in your sub. Thank you. I had to check for a second. I thought the Batman on was here again. Thank you, Phantom. How are you doing? 11 months. That's over a subscription, baby. Still in the first trimester of the second subscription, baby. But how are you, Phantom? Thank you so much. As always, subs are like never required, but always super, super appreciated. One of these days, I should probably set a subscription goal and like get better like rewards for it. Oh, and that reminds me, something I want to tell you guys about. We'll get some background music before we do that, because I feel like it's boring hearing me talk with no background music. The song of ceremony the victim heard was a practice run through the temple speakers. So much for my inconsistency. At least I was able to draw out some new info. And with new info comes a chance to find new inconsistencies. Now to compare the insights with the vision again and see what else I can dig up. All right, so we're going to do this again. So let's go ahead and save one more time here. Well, not just one more time. We'll keep saying save. But I wanted to ask you guys, so I need some ideas, because a couple of streams ago, chat suggested I check out the website Throne, because some of you may remember my birthday is coming up on Wednesday, and people were saying, oh, on Throne you can do like wish lists from all these websites all over the place. Like, oh, great. So today I started making a Throne wish list. But everything is so freaking expensive. Like, almost everything is like at least $20 or more, which seems like, I even was like, oh, I'll check out some snacks. I'm like, well, how much for like a bag of Jelly Belly jelly beans? Like $13. Like, okay. How about, I haven't had caffeine-free Dr. Pepper in forever. The store by my house stopped carrying. How much for like a 12-pack of that? $30. Like, oh, crap. What else? What other kind of snacks? And I'm like, I like blueberry muffin Kit Kats. I tried them once. They're really good. I'll get like a box of those, and they're like, I can't remember. They're like $13 or $15 or something. So I actually made a wish list command. But like the wish list isn't complete. I did also add like some super expensive, like the last 3 items are like super expensive, because just in case like a millionaire pops in and is like, I'm gonna buy this guy something. But you can take a look, but I need to know, what are some ideas for like really cheap stuff that you guys think would be good to put on a wish list? Like, you know, less than $10, or preferably like less than $5 to put on something like that, because I don't want people to have to be like spending a lot of money. But I like, let me know. Let me know if you guys have ideas for that, because everything I was Googling, even when I was trying to we talked before about how I really like grape lemonade. So I like grape lemonade Kool-Aid. Here's the thing, but apparently they're hard to find in stores. And so one 6-pack of jammers for it was, I can't even remember, but it was like $9 or $10 or something like that. It's crazy. C-Bumble says, I think I see it. Queen Katie said, I have a feeling this might be a little tricky, so I have a guide just in case. I appreciate that. Said, if Logan screams for me, I will be here. Thank you so much, Queen Katie. Eglin says, I think I see it too. It's small, but it's something. Boba says, me too. It seems like enough to not be a coincidence or a mistake. Queen Katie said, oh, did he get it? Yes, huzzah! Boba said, that was what I thought. Eglin says, yeah, so we were all right. Eglin said, it almost seemed like the victim was like bracing himself or something. Oh, so maybe that's what's just like closing his eyes, but apparently a power outage or something like that. There's Tiff. How you doing, Tiff? Says, I personally do not feel bad for her. I may only be on case 2, but I do not like this small child. Well, I think my guess is she's going to be one of those characters that you're supposed to grow to like. That you hate her at first. Kind of like Franziska von Carmel was awful, but then like later on we're like, okay, you know, she's bad, but she has a soft side too, and you know, characters like that, I think. And also, hello, hi Tiff, how are you? And there's where Wendy came in. So Wendy, Tiff, how are y'all's weekends going? Okay, let's look for some more. So we gotta find another inconsistency here. So we gotta unpause here. So the accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. One can safely assume the accused struck the victim the moment after the blackout began. The song ceremony the victim heard was a practice run through the temple speakers. What are these like weird green thing? Oh, it's like how far into the vision we are. So we gotta find an inconsistency with one of these things. The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. Incense? Maybe he was holding incense. Song of ceremony. Boy's voice. Okay. Boy's voice gets really loud. Oh, maybe it's because the power went out and then it like flickered out and then back on? With the Hawa?
That would be a good analogy with Franziska, but if you remember Logan, I also don't like Franziska.
Okay, that is fair. I really didn't like her. The one moment that I kind of softened my dislike for her was at the end of Justice for All. There was that little cutscene with her and Edgeworth I want to say it was like at the airport. I think they were either seeing him off or he was coming or something like that. And she was being all Franziska-y. And then she kind of got all choked up and had like tears in her eyes. It's like, oh, she is still his kid sister. And so that I thought was sweet. But I also don't like the whips and the whole dommy mommy kind of stuff that some people are into. Oh, speaking of which, thank you so much for the 10 bits, Tiff. Not speaking of dommy mommy stuff, but speaking of this, I think Bumble was saying that the different colors might correspond to different senses. So let's take a look at that. I wasn't paying attention before. So let's see. So incense is like yellow, so I guess yellow would then be smell. Song of ceremony is green, boy's voice is green, so that must be hearing. And then boy's voice is green, hearing. Incense, well, yellow could be smell or sight. Maybe he sees him holding incense. And then red is pain, so maybe that's touch. Okay, so I think it's because that the blackout, it went out, and then the blackout, it came back on. We did just save, so let's try and get to that moment where it happens, where it goes out and then comes back. So boy's voice, song of ceremony, and then it goes dark, and then back up, see? I don't know what we're supposed to click on for that, but we did save, so let's try. Oh crap, no, that unpaused it. I wanted to select. I thought clicking would do the same thing as R.
Hello Logan, sorry I'm late. We took Buddha down to the creek and let him play in the water. He's super tired and he's watching his birds flying around the bird feeders. Oh,
that is awesome. My cat is the sweetest. She loves watching stuff out through the blinds. Yesterday it was the funnest little thing because she was kind of snoozing at the foot of my bed right by the window. And so I decided I was going to go over there and open the blinds for her so that she could see out. And she goes to look out, and my mom was actually outside kind of wandering around. She's doing some like gardening stuff. And my cat was like, oh, the blinds are open. And looks over. And I wish you guys could have seen the look on her face, how excited she got when she saw my mom was outside. Because she's looking over, then she sees her, and she's like, huh? And gets her nose like right up against the glass. The eyes got big, and like the paws were like right on the edge of the bed. And she was so excited. I loved it. But I'm happy that it sounds like Bruno had a lot of fun then playing in the water. That is awesome. I do feel like I miss out on that type of stuff by having a cat instead of a dog, but I do feel like having a cat, the lower maintenance is good. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Jorge! And I hope that you're enjoying the stream so far. Okay, so we gotta figure this out. And then I'll read some more in the chat. So I was gonna try before, but I accidentally unpaused it, so I can't just click, I have to hit R. So you gotta wait when it goes out and then comes back on. So that's gonna be the power going out and then back on! See? And we will save. I'm pretty sure I saved, but just in case I didn't, let's save. And let's try clicking. I guess boy's voice. Oh, song of ceremony, power outage. Power outage. If there was a power outage from this, you wouldn't be able to hear the song of ceremony because that was on speakers. Oh, actually, so then in that case, before we do that, let's unpause and see if you can still hear the song of ceremony when it's completely black. See, it's powered out. And you can hear the Song of Ceremony, so that's what it is. Safe to assume the accused struck the victim the moment after the blackout. Do we need to wait for the Payne to appear? So there's Payne, but he can still hear the Song of Ceremony. So we gotta select that, and we gotta do that. Yes, present.
Objection!
I feel actually kind of clever for that. For once, the game actually makes me feel smart. Yes, I finally found it. This is the gaping hole I've been looking for. Your benevolence, as impressive as your spirit communion power is, it's not infallible. You never know when to stop talking, do you? I hope you realize your words are an insult to all adherents of Karanism. Difference! Watch what you say! If you don't mind that tongue of yours, you won't have one left to mind! No. It's certainly not my intention to insult spirit mediums, but maybe I'm not the one who needs to learn when to stop talking. That is an insult! Phoenix, he just told you, like, she's like their holy patron, like the head of their church, I guess? And he literally told you, don't insult her or I will cut your tongue out. And you're like, she needs to learn to stop talking. Phoenix, right? What malarkey? Is that a word in their language in Karain? I believe you said a few moments ago that the victim could hear the Song of Ceremony thanks to the temple's speakers. Ha! But then how do you explain how the victim could still hear the Song of Ceremony even after the power went out? Oh! This contradiction of facts can only mean that the Song of Ceremony Mr. Roll heard was not coming from the speakers! Okay, now I gotta read some more in the chat. Sequinky said, Reva? Yeah, she's a little annoying, but I hope eventually things change as you go on. We'll find out. I don't know. Also, I do like that Tiff is still playing along and only in case 2, because that means you don't know how to...
pulled out the Joe Biden vocabulary.
I know, it's malarkey. I feel like there was something else that one of them said last week. Not last week, last stream of this, which I guess was during this past week. That was also just seemed like that doesn't seem like a direct translation from another language. But maybe they just all happen to speak the same language. I'm not sure. But yes, malarkey. Thank you very much for the TTS, Wendy. I appreciate that. Quickita said, oh, Wendy, this is your first Spirited Justice stream, lol. Boba said, I already see the contradiction. Wendy said, laughing, yeah. Quickita said, also, Wendy, Albie is our youngest defendant in the series now. I know. It's wonderful what the youth are capable of, that a 9-year-old can do a murder. But then again, as we saw, what a certain someone was trying to do over in Persona, so, Tiff says, Squeak Katie, she just feels very spoiled, and I don't care for it. Maybe she'll grow on me later, who knows? So yeah, I think we need to see something more sympathetic from her. When he said I'm doing really good, Sonic Symphony, oh, I forgot to ask how that was an absolute blast on Saturday. I had so much fun. I got back in town today and started Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 2, and man, this season is a trip. So where does Season 2 technically start? Because I always thought Season 2 was in the, what do you call it, Battle City? And that's when they finally introduce actual rules, like having to sacrifice monsters to tribute, to summon. But it sounds like Bandit Keith wasn't doing that, so I'm guessing, was Season 2, is that when they did like Dungeon Dice Monsters, or what was that? Says, I've seen so many foul plays in just 2 episodes. Well, by the way, I am so glad that Sonic Symphony was good and they had lots of fun. I am really happy to hear that. Quick Kitty said, you're doing Art Fight 2 to Neon Fish. Give me your deets at Discord, please. I want to know. Jacksonon, how you doing? Says, oh, nice. Happy to see more of this. Welcome, Jacksonon. Should I try and be less... I think you kept saying I come across as having madness in me. Should I try and be less crazy, Jacksonon? Crystal says, to the TTS Dead to Pay, says, yay. Let me read 2 more comments. We'll go back in the game. Quick Kid said, Art Fight is an annual thing every July where you draw the other team's OCs for points. This year is Seafoam versus Stardust. I live in the stars. Okay, so there are teams then, huh? What?
So it looks like Battle City happens a few episodes in. Dungeon Dice Monsters was the last arc of Season 1, but Season 2 begins with vaguely introducing Merrick and the more Egyptian elements of the game.
Okay, so was that the episodes where the Kaiba had that weird, like, because he had his purple coat in, like, Duelist Kingdom, but then he got, like, a weird kind of spiky purple coat that was, like, almost the shape of the white coat that he has later and then for the rest of the series? Because you remember he wore that weird, or was that I can't remember when he wore that, so maybe that's when that was. Okay, so it's like just a few episodes. I liked Battle City. I liked Duel's Kingdom and Battle City. I feel like after that I lost a little bit of interest, but it's still a good series. And thank you very much for the 10 bits, Wendy. I appreciate that. So like, who decides the teams on Art Fight? So you just like, thousands of people will join each team and you just like find people on the team, the opposite team, and you draw their OCs? And I wish I had an OC. Last time I went, or 1 or 2 times ago when I went to a Transformers convention, I think it was 2 springs ago. Some friends were saying I should, like, because they all had Transformers OCs, and I should make one. But I don't know how to draw good enough for that. And so now I can't participate in these things, but I hope you have fun. And as I said, one more comment I'll read here. Wendy said, I'm exhausted from the travel, so I'm mostly just stopping in, but I hope you're all doing good. Plus, I've work tomorrow. Going back to reality after concert is always the worst. I know, it's the same thing like whenever I go on a trip and then you come back and like, I gotta work tomorrow. It's tough, but I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. And, because work, you get money, and that's important, but I'm so glad that you had a good trip. All right, I'll read some more in a minute. Let's keep going here. The song of ceremony Mr. Roll heard was not coming from the speakers. Or that it wasn't a power outage. That it was, like I said, maybe the bandana pulled over his eyes. What? Impossible! Also, now that we've seen that this kid was there, can't we just ask him, like, what really happened? That might help us, like, resolve a lot of this. And he'll say that he saw that other guy and whether or not the power went out and just what was going on. What? Impossible! What are you saying? That the song he heard was coming directly from the performance hall? Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the only possible explanation. Or that wasn't the power outage. But the scene of the crime was nowhere near the performance hall. Okay, so we're finally getting a diagram. So the treasure room is down here. That's where the murder took place. The performance hall is way up over here. Okay. Right. The song couldn't make it all the way to the treasure room. Not unless... Oh crap, can we look back? What if the murder didn't actually take place in the treasure room? What if it was somewhere else and the body was dragged in there? Are we sure? Like, could we see the background enough to verify that was indeed definitely the treasure room? You mean to say? Yes, the treasure room was not the actual scene of the crime. I mean, I feel proud that I figured it out, but I can't feel too proud when, like, I figured it out literally 2 seconds before Phoenix says it. It must have been somewhere else, somewhere closer to the performance hall. What? Hey, you can't be serious! There is a glaring contradiction in the claims of her benevolence and the prosecution. Therefore, the defense insists that this case that this case be thoroughly re-examined. What? No. This is completely unprecedented. An inconsistency in her benevolence is insights unbelievable. Heed not his forked tongue, your majesty. These are but claims of a corrupt lawyer, a feeble ruse from a feeble mind. Hey, just because my mind is feeble doesn't mean my ruses ain't rock solid. I'll read some more in the chat. Wendy says, wait, Rafa is so cute. She's adorable. She's kind of a meanie, though. But like I said, she could be our new adopted teenage sidekick. And then Neon says, regarding Art Fight, users choose a team and attack other users. You can do friendly fire and attack someone on your own team, but you get less points for your team. The whole thing is about not starting before July 1st is that it's considered cheating, basically like running before the race starts. Okay, that makes sense. Bumbo says simp. Are we saying that to the judge for simping for Rafa? And there was Phantom coming in. Oh, and Wendy with a hydrate command. Thank you very much. I'll do that right now. Thank you very much, Wendy. Quigator said, life, man, life is costly. I know, like, everything is so freaking expensive these days. Quigator said, oh, I see you also added the Steam wish list too. Oh yeah, I put that there, which apparently though, I think people were saying, I think you were the one who was saying that you have to be like friends on Steam. It is there. I'm just saying. Phantom said, games on sale. Lots of Steam games do be on sale. Eglin said, I think on Throne you can pool money as a community too. Oh, I will have to check. I was just quickly doing things. I'll have to check that. Phantom said, are there any games you've been interested in lately? Yes. I've got like 100 games on my Steam wish list. I mean, some of them are coming soon. A couple of them are like VR games. I don't have a VR headset, but it's like, in case I ever get one, I'm just keeping an eye on them. And some of them are like, I want these games. Others are like, these games look vaguely interesting. maybe give them a try. Why, do you have some recommendations, Phantom? And Bubba said, I've been making frozen lemonade a lot. It's really easy. If there's frozen grapes, all you need to do is a blender, I assume at least. Maybe, I don't know, I just remember having Kool-Aid like grape lemonade when like years ago. Well, years ago that, but also like, I mentioned before, there was that restaurant that had like really good grape lemonade. If I'd known they were closing, maybe I could have asked for their recipe, but I'm guessing they probably in the back, they don't have it. They just like dispense it from a mix or something like that. But I just really like that grape lemonade. I wanna be able to enjoy it, but that restaurant closed down. Okay, let's keep going here. Yeah, but the contradiction revealed by the defense is undeniable. I can't. We can't just turn a blind eye to it. But the defense's assertion is in the end meaningless. Even if the location of the murder turned out to be different, it doesn't change what we've seen of the moment of the murder. Indeed, the accused is standing right there in front of the victim. Furthermore, the murder weapon remains raised above his head. My insight still stands. I hate to admit it, but she's right. The seance vision still makes the situation look really grim for Albie. I doubt even the defense can dream up an explanation as to why. The accused had his hands up over his head. I mean, he was holding something above his head. Boom. Well, this defense dares to dream of making it out of this nightmare alive. You what? You dare to dream? You still insist on trying to tear down my insights, do you? You'd better be prepared to back up your claim. Remember what will happen to that tongue of yours if we find you are just wagging it. I'm more concerned about what will happen to my head if I lose. Of course I can back up my claim, just as soon as I think of something. You appear to be fully prepared, defense. As the embodiment of this court, I give you permission to try and prove your claim. Yeah. Also, holy cow, are we already an hour into stream? I have done nothing. I need to read some more in the chat then, I'm probably way behind. Quick Gator said, I still have leftovers in my Steam wallet. I would love to buy you stars in time for Logan. Well, I mean, but if it's too expensive, I think it's on sale, but I can't remember how much it costs. Boba says, yep, knew the contradiction. Nice, Bumbo. When he said maybe like a keychain or sticker or something, you're like, oh, that's a good idea. In fact, I'm gonna take notes on these. I should have thought of that. Keychains and stickers. That's a good idea. Thank you so much, Wendy. I appreciate that. I'm open to like other suggestions. Crap, right as the stream was starting, I did think of one other thing, but now I should have written it down at the time. Now I've completely spaced what it was. Quick Kitty said the flicker was because the light was dying. Well, maybe, but I feel like when there's a power outage, the light doesn't flicker. That's like if the bulb is going out. If there's a power outage, at least most of the ones that I've been in are usually just like, just gone. But maybe you were right. Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just him blinking. Quick Kitty said, Jorge, you just reminded me. Apparently the mockingbird in my yard has some beef with my dog for no reason. Literally all chirp, no peck, just peep at the doggo whenever she shows up. I mentioned this before, there are some birds in the tree outside my place, right by, I guess the tree that I parked my car under for shade, and they have just decided they love pooping on my car so much. My car is freaking covered in bird poop. And they're always out there like chirping and chirping and chirping. And my niece one time put up a bird bath out there, and so it's like it's cute that they use the bird bath, but I don't mind if birds bathe, but it's like, you know what, if you have a friend and the friend's like, hey, can I come over and take a bath? You're like, sure. Can I come over and take poop on your car? No! Don't do that. As long as you're willing to stake your life on it. I concur, your majesty. Prepare the tongue shears, chop chop! Chop chop! Ah, thank you, Toilet Doc, thank you, Toilet Doc. I'm gonna save right now because I'm a good trained Pavlovian dog. Save, 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 save. I feel like we're making pretty good progress. Quick Katie, since you got the guide, can you tell me like about what percentage of the way we're through this? Like, are we looking like we might be on track to finishing the tutorial case? Because in the last game, Dual Destinies, I think it took us 3 streams in order to get through the tutorial case. It'd be nice if we can go a little bit faster in this one. Yes, let's have the bailiff fetch them. I think I saw a suitable pair in the basement. Chop, chop. Stop, stop.
I hear that lying lawyers have several tongues to spare. I'm sure he won't miss one.
Yikes, these people are actually serious. I'm rather attached to my tongue. It's how I taste things. Think, Phoenix, think. Other than to raise a weapon, why would Albie have his hands held up like that? Oh, okay, he had a weapon pointed at him. What?
Queen Kitty Bat says we are halfway through the tutorial case.
That does not bode well then, because we've played the game for 4 hours total, the 3 hours last time and an hour tonight, and so yeah, okay, well that's fine then. We're not gonna even worry about finishing tonight. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that, Tiff. Thank you so much. Aha, so that's why. But again, this is like he could have been doing this. The reason the defendant had his hands up over his head, have we thought to ask him? He's right there. Can be explained by something in the crime photo. Oh, he's got a gun. What explains why Albie had his hands raised above his head? It's gonna be the gun. Right there. Present.
Take that!
Wait, but hang on. It was, hang on. But when we look at the thing, oh, okay, it's not clipped shut. I was gonna say it's holstered, and the holster had a clip, but the clip is open. Okay, as in the seance vision. Well, then if that's the last thing you saw, shouldn't he be able to like see his hands out in front of him? If you're pointing a gun at somebody, I would imagine you'd hold the gun within your own field of vision, right? I witnessed the defendant raise both of his hands over his head yesterday. You did? Where did you see such a thing? He must have been murdering again! When the police had their guns trained on him as they made their arrest. Whoa! What were you saying? The victim was a security guard, and an armed one at that. The defense proposes that the victim had pointed his firearm at Albie. And that's why the defendant's hands were raised in the air. Palonka! Oh, deceased. Hubbub, she's dead! The head of our church is dead! Chaos reigns supreme! Who would have thought the seance vision could be interpreted that way? Is nobody gonna, like, help her? She's literally, like, the most important person in their country, as far as I've been able to gather, and they're just... She just passed out. And we're not doing anything. We are not doing anything. Oh, she's back. This is not possible. It can't be. Not bad for a total knockout. Oh, it's not a knockout if she gets back up. How dare the lawyer devil go against her, whatever. He's no better than that traitorous snake, Dehurk? Traitorous snake? Dehurk? Who's that? Okay, so that's gotta be like the last defense lawyer that they had, or maybe he's like the reason why they have this, what they call it, the Defense Culpability Act? He's gotta be like a defense lawyer who is like getting a lot of criminals and murderers off scot-free, I'm guessing. That's what I'm going with. No, I can't believe it. A contradiction in one of my insights? There has to be some kind of mistake. I won't accept it. That's right, you benevolence, and I won't accept it either. It goes against all we hold sacred. Throw him in jail immediately for lese majesty. What does that mean? Hang on, I gotta Google this. Lease. Is that a word? Lease. L-E-S-E. No? Is it a pun he's doing? Lease majesty. What does that mean? Lease majesty meaning. Okay. Noun, lease majesty. The insulting of monarch or a ruler. Oh, so it's a crime. The insulting of a monarch or a ruler. Okay. Oh, so that's immediately for lease majesties. Okay, that's a crime. I learned something. I didn't know that. Let me read some more in the chat. Bubba says, depending on your cat's personality, you can walk cats. That is true. I remember when I adopted my cat, I got a little leash that I was trying to leash train her. But the problem is anytime I'd pull out the leash, she would just be like, she'd play with it the whole time. She would never walk anywhere. She'd just be like batting at it, pouncing on it, and attacking it, which was adorable, but not conducive to walking. I don't think she would like to go for walks. She has no interest in going outside. And personally, keeping her as an indoor cat, I would like to keep her disinterest in outside intact. She likes to watch birds from the window, but that's like it. Queen Katie said, yes, this is why I'm in love with the inside mechanic, because unlike the Mood Matrix, you can actually be smart with how to solve it. I did feel smart with that one. When he said, so that's why it's called Spirit of Justice. I know it's so literal, in fact. Bubble says, yeah, when he said, well, gang, this really was a spirit of justice. Exactly. I hope that's the last line of the whole game. Jackson On said, no, please be more mad. That's part of why I'm here. Okay, so more unhinged, apparently. Queen Katie says, yeah, Merrick. Crystal does quote number 20. I did not mean to murder someone, ... this time. Little Nightmares 2, October 27th, 2021. And Queen Katie says, yup, I plan on drawing so many people's... My Little Pony OCs. Why did I space that? I've seen that acronym before. Bubba says, quote number 112, you can't execute an endangered species for a little thing like human murder. There's Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy, May 24th, 2024. Okay, let's keep going. What? Yeah, you said it. Throw him in jail. Yeah, make him pay for the way he disrespected her benevolence. These people are definitely not my fans right now. That's right. Exterminate him. Exterminate, annihilate, appreciate. Try not to hate. Order! Wait, he didn't say order. He said peace. Give me peace. Peace! Now, everyone, please calm down. Is he?
Your Majesty, please assign this black-hearted attorney a suitable punishment.
All right. He must lie with me in bed tonight. My wife is allowed to watch. No, I can't charge him with least majesty. What?
What? But why not, Your Majesty?
He was simply following the proper procedure for defending the accused. There's nothing unlawful about that.
But Your Majesty, we are a totalitarian government. We can do whatever we want. Don't you want to wrap up this trial quickly? Why not just give your verdict and then you can go home and make it up to your wife?
We can't end the trial now. Not when we just learned new information about the case. Okay, so he's got some integrity. He didn't seem to earlier. But this is nice. Let's see, Wendy is saying to Queen Katie, I'm so excited. Merrick is such a cool villain. Well, what is so interesting about Merrick as a villain, though, is that, like, well, he fits the theme very well in some ways, like with all the old ancient Egyptian stuff, but he's like so completely different. Then you look at like a Maximilian Pegasus or something like that. But what I find fascinating is Bakura is a villain. Because like they had him early on doing his whole like personality swap thing. And then for the longest time did almost nothing. Every now and then he'd like turn evil. And like, oh no, we gotta stop him. And then it's like, we completely forgot. And he's just little cinnamon roll Bakura now. Quick said, funny thing, Merrick's introduction was the only other episode I remember watching besides the literal first episode. Really? Bumbo says they will just say, quote, oh, the murderer will lie in any way to get away. Guilty until proven innocent as well. I mean, at least I guess we're saying that this is a different country with different laws, unlike Japanifornia, which is half Fornia. Jackson On said, or someone else was singing it. Oh, that is true. There are all sorts of explanations. Let's see, and Bumble with a Hydra command. Thank you, Bumble. I'll do that right now. But yeah, Jackson On, I think you hit the nail on the head with one thing that is kind of a very minor complaint I have with this game, is that a lot of the time, something will come up, we'll think, what's the explanation? We'll come up with a possible explanation, and then we'll act like, okay, that's it, that proves it. That definitely proves absolutely what it is, and it could only be that and nothing else. But there are plenty of other possibilities. And yeah, and it also works the reverse. Like the prosecution will say, well, maybe it's this. And everyone's like, all right, it's that. Now you got to prove otherwise. All right, we can't end the trial now. Not when we just learned new information about the case.
What?
Your Majesty, not you too. You would honestly entertain the idea that my insight contains a contradiction? Truly, it is shocking. In the 20 plus years since the DC Act went into effect, such a thing has never occurred. To be honest, I didn't want to believe it either. But with his life on the line, the defense pointed out an inconsistency. And it is our duty to scrutinize it to the satisfaction of the law.
You dare go against the royal priestess, you non-believer! Oh, no, my faith is as strong as ever. But I have a duty to make a fair ruling in this trial. If you insist on interfering with that process, your benevolence... Oh, is he going to stand up to her? I'm afraid I must request your removal from this courtroom, royal priestess, or not. Ah, he's actually cool! Oh, he's cool! Hey! What? I kind of feel bad now for suspecting him at the beginning of this stream when I was saying, like, he might end up being the big bad guy. I'll have you know, your benevolence! Please acquiesce in this, your benevolence. If looks could kill. I won't forget this offense, bobbed head. I do not admit defeat, I won't! Bailiff, please see her benevolence out! Oh, that's right, Mitama is soul, right? It's like their word for spirits. Your Mitama will face due retribution in the Twilight Realm! Wendy, I can't remember if this is the first mention of the Twilight Realm since you've been here. It's the afterlife. It reminds me of the Shadow Realm, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Earlier. Let's see, Krista was doing some gambling. Bubba said, I will always be spreading the good word of In Stars and Time. I do need to check. I figure I could probably afford to buy just maybe a couple of really cheap games on Steam during the summer sale, but just not a whole lot. Bubba says, that was some more gambling. Says, this is still telling me to never gamble. Oh, you're now down to 0. Obies, no. Said, I remembered ESOT. Oh, ESOT is In Stars and Time. It's not too expensive, like $30 max. Unfortunately, $30 may be just about outside of my price range at the moment. Like, money is really tight at the minute, especially since I had to, my old chair pretty much fell apart, and so I had to get a new chair, and it wasn't expensive, it was cheap, but it still cost money. Quicketta said, oof, maybe you should consider a sunshade or a protector over your car. Well, I do have like a sunshade for inside the windshield, but yeah, maybe I should put one on the outside. It's like a pain, like when I'm getting ready to go to work to have to like take it down and everything, but maybe it'd be worth it to keep all the poop off. Bubba said to Queen Katie, I was thinking a tarp. Queen Katie says, halfway, sir. And then Queen Katie says, thank you, Sid. Tiff says, no problem. And there's a clip. Okay, we'll check out that clip in a minute. Let's play a little bit more here. The demon's there. They'll pluck the barbs right off your stupid head. Ha 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 ha! Oh, I disappeared. I faded away into nothingness. What is happening? I wanted to leave the room. I'm really scared. Why am I invisible? Am I dead? Oh, I hope your suffering will be super duper painful. I do like that she's saying stuff like super duper. In one hand, because on the other hand, it doesn't make super sense for like that this is a different language and all that. But it seems fitting when you realize she is still a teenager, you know? And I hope they throw you into a lake of burning fire. Yeah, and then, oh, why are you taking me out of here? Why? I don't want to leave the room. I want to say more bad stuff. I want to happen to him. I want to put spikes up his, am I not allowed to say that? No. I guess she's still just a teenager after all. Teenagers always wishing death and eternal torment on me. Hey, now then, defense, Mr. Light, was it? That's Mega Man. I'm right. That's right, Your Majesty. Phoenix, right. Although I think Professor Light, is it Professor Light or Doctor? It's Dr. Light in Mega Man. I think at least one of the games he was called Light instead. It's because, you know, the difference between pronouncing L's and R's in Japanese. Of course, Mr. Right. My apologies. Well, now that we have this newly uncovered fact, I suggest we proceed with arguments. Thank you, Your Majesty. Yes, but do not misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll be keeping a close eye on you, so don't even think about lying to this court. I understand, Your Majesty. Phew! Maybe now we can finally run a real trial. Dude, your career is based on bluffs. You're gonna get in trouble. Arguments, Your Majesty. Very well. I accept your challenge. Huh? What's with him? Oh, the look on your face, Mr. Right. It's just too hilarious. Why am I taking such pleasure from this? Oh, something is awakening in me. What's so funny, Mr. Payne? The defense still doesn't get it. The truth he unearthed is going to bury him and his case instead.
What do you mean by that, prosecutor?
I told you, it's chief prosecutor. Oh.
Yes, because that's the thing to focus on right now.
The defense is digging its own grave.
Literally.
Consider this, your majesty. Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused?
Whoa!
Oh, indeed, because the accused was about to commit a theft. Huh. It's the only logical explanation.
I mean, it does make sense. But still, okay, let me save the game. We need to remember to do that periodically. We are almost to the halfway point of the stream already. And I see there is a clip in the chat. Let me load this up into the clip viewer. As always, first clip of the night takes just a little bit longer to load up than the subsequent clips will. This clip from Queen Katie is titled, Salute Rafa. All right, let's check this out while I have a sip of water. And that's why the defendant's hands were raised in the air. The Palunka, deceased. Hubbub, she's dead. The head of our church is dead. Chaos reigns supreme.
Who would have thought the seance vision could be interpreted that way?
Is nobody gonna, like, help her? She's literally, like, the most important person in their country, as far as I've been able to gather, and they're just... She just passed out. And we're not doing anything. We are not doing anything. Oh, she's back. And she's back. Thank you very much for the clip, Queen Katie. I appreciate that. Let me read a couple more comments and go back in the game. We all saying, hey, puppy kicker stink, not eating enough fun dip man and sticky puppy kicker, and I will stop at nothing to satisfy my feelings of pity for you. I could tell, because you were determined enough that you actually typed it all out instead of just using the Weedle command. Bumble says, yo, Weedle! Weedle said, yo, I'm gonna go stream in a bit, like 20-ish minutes, so I'm gonna chill here for a bit nice, and I'm glad we can have you for at least a little bit. Queen Katie said, gonna grab an ice cream cup. Weedle said, get me some. I mean, if it's not vanilla, I could go for some too. But Queen Katie says, no. Tiff says, that actually sounds really good right now. I'm gonna get some ice cream too. At my place, I'm out of the good stuff. All I have in my freezer is mint chocolate chip ice cream from my mom, because that's her favorite. I finished off all the chocolate. Weedle said, I might too, to be honest. Bumble says, I might too. I did just have a sugary drink, though. Jackson on says, yeah, that always happened to me back when I played the old games where I had a different explanation and blame this on my autism. Bumble said, let's go, judge with integrity to the law. Katie says the man whose favorite was someone who said, injustice we trust. I miss Fulbright. I still love Fulbright. Crap, but I'm almost caught up to chat. I don't know how that's happening, but I'm doing pretty good tonight. Okay, let's keep playing the game a little bit. Oh wait, crap, I actually clicked the stream instead of the game. They both look the same. What? That does sound pretty logical, actually.
It doesn't help the accused situation at all. If anything, it makes him look even more guilty. Yes, I have to agree. Allow me to spell out this truth the defense didn't bother to think through. Mr. Roll came across the accused just as he was trying to steal the treasure. The guard pointed his gun at the accused, and just when the power went out, the accused murdered the victim and hid his body in the treasure room.
Okay, are we gonna point out that this is like a 9-year-old boy? I feel like, I was gonna say moving the body be difficult, but I just realized there's a cart there. There's a dolly cart. So we're gonna say that he probably loaded up the body onto that thing. Knark! Phoenix Wright is so eloquent.
A hand truck for moving heavy treasure around is stored in the treasure room. The accused could have easily moved the body with that.
And after all that hard work to knock down those insights, backed into the old familiar corner once more. Mr. Wright, do you have a rebuttal? I'm drawing a total blank here.
I hope you're ready to climb that scaffold.
I asked you a question, defense. I've I've got nothing. I can't think of any grounds for an objection. The only thing I can do at this point is ask the defendant himself what happened. Yes, why have we not done that? But I don't know if Albie will cooperate with me or not. Albie! Buddy? Kiddo? How about we don't die? You know? How about we don't get executed, huh? That sound like fun? Sound like fun, kiddo? Will you tell us what really happened? We still haven't found out why his bag moves. He's got some kind of small animal. I hope it's adorable.
You don't have to say anything, accused. Fall for his evil trap, and you'll only dirty your own soul.
Ha! Albie, you have to tell me the truth! I can't help you unless you do!
Mr. Ride, I'm sorry.
Why? Why won't he trust me? Is this it? Is this the end? For both of us? Don't we have like a magic Magatama that should be like glowing right now and help us like break his psyche locks or something? Or maybe Maya's gonna burst in. She's like, burgers, I'm gonna summon a ghost. Oh, cutscene! We got a cutscene? Oh, there's Maya! Maya, I'm sorry. We didn't get to see her face. Oh, we still don't get to see her face. I wanna know how much she's aged. I wanna know if she has an old man beard. Who's this? I never met a real lawyer before. Everybody always told me they're bad people who help dirty criminals go free. I never thought a lawyer would actually try to help me, would actually believe in me, would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it. Albie? Your last name. Maybe I'll be your guide, but if my name was Albie, my last name would be there for you. I'll be there for you. So that's why I lied, to try and save myself. But I'm not gonna lie anymore. Oh crap, Albie, you didn't have to say that you did lie. You just admitted to perjury, kiddo. And
TTS Maya, Mr. NICCCCKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKKK
I can't wait till we get Maya back and I can do that voice again and chase off all the wonderful lurkers who I should be. Oh crap. Why is the game stuttering? Let's save. I might need to close out and reload the game if that happens again. Because I always feel like the Maya voice would chase away lurkers, and I love the lurkers. I love everyone who watches this, but I love the Maya voice. Okay, let me read a couple of comments while we wait to see if that's gonna stop jittering there. Oh, this is actually kind of cool music. Ooh, no, I kind of dig this. This is like filled with determination, you know? Quick with a highlighted message saying, if you plan on buying In Stars and Time, I have a great cheat for you. Buy the bundle that includes Slay the Princess. Even if you already have it, the discount will be much bigger. Oh, I didn't know that. I always forget that that's like a thing on Steam, isn't it? Quick said, Trucy plus Pearl plus Franziska equals Rafa. Okay, well, I can see the Pearl in Franziska. I'm not sure the Trucy. Oh, maybe because like no, because Pearl already does like real magic. And Quick says, we're close to something fun. Okay, well, let's keep going then. We might get to something fun. If you believe in me enough to put your life on the line, then I'm gonna believe in you too. What? Okay, if it stutters even one more time after that, I'm gonna close out and relaunch the game because it keeps doing this. Allow me to explain! You didn't have to shout, kid. I asked you to. It is, yeah. All right, now we're talking. Time to finally get to the bottom of things. To be honest, I went into the treasure room lots of times to look at the treasure box. Even though the temple told you you weren't allowed to go anywhere near it? Yes, I'm sorry. Mr. Roll even saw me once and scolded me. But that box is so beautiful, the way it glows in the dark. I couldn't help myself. Oh, it glows in the dark. Okay, so that's gonna be important. If the power did indeed go out and it wasn't something else, glow in the dark, that's gonna be important, right? What?
Bot.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, I see it. I see the bot. Thank you very much for the TTS and for letting me know, Tiff. Yeah, because I think Rukov and Vero aren't here right now. So let me go ban the bot. I feel bad because like I pulled up the info and this account was created in 2017. It has a picture of an actual person. And so I'm assuming it's like someone just, you know, fished the password or like hacked the account or whatever. And so I hate that I'm probably like banning an actual person who will theoretically get the account back, but gots to ban the bot. But thank you very much for the heads up on that. I appreciate that, and thank you for the 10 bits. Wait, it glows in the dark? That's right, it's covered in this special mineral called fluoridite that makes it glow. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's really a shame they don't put it on display for the public. Can you imagine how many people would go on night tours of the temple if they did? If only he applied such passion to telling me the truth earlier. Treasure box updated in the court record. Okay, and by the way, just to recall from last stream, I think I figured out the details from the secret for opening this because we have it in the, oh, hang on. Darn it, never mind. I can't get to the court record to show you. But I want to say, like, I think I figured out the puzzle from the lyrics in the court record. On the day of the incident, I was on my way to the treasure room again. Okay, so if Phoenix is right, and the murder was somewhere else, it's gonna be in this chamber, either in this chamber over here, or, because there's stairs, so it's probably in these stairs coming up here. And so it's probably just around the corner, and this is probably where the murder happened then, I think. So the murderer came up behind Patrol and killed him here. Oh, see, there we go. When I ran into Mr. Roll on the Great Stairs. So those were not the treasure room stairs in the seance vision? No, they were the Great Stairs that connect to the hallway. That makes sense. The vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was at the top of the stairs. Okay, so like I was saying, I don't know how this will be important, but we have the song of the ceremony. It says when the butterfly embraces the mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. The orb is the treasure inside of here, which we know from the black and white photos that there is this ornate moth on here. So I'm guessing this thing rotates around when the lock, which has a mitama on it, pops onto that. That's what opens it. That'll somehow be important. I'm just trying to remind us that I think I figured out something. Let's see, Bumble says, hey, at least theft isn't death penalty, I hope, but we don't know what the penalty is. I mean, this is clearly like a more, I don't know what the proper term is, but this justice system seems a bit more archaic, shall we say? And there are certain archaic judicial systems still in the world today, where if you steal something, they will like cut off your hand. I would prefer against that. I do all my best grabbing with my hands. Let's see, Crystal says, ahoy, Tweedle! Says, let's kill Payne. Bumbo says, mint chip is amazing. It's not bad, it's just, that's not my preferred flavor of ice cream. Plus, like, it's my mom's favorite. And so if I start going to town eating that, then there's less for her. And I wanna make sure that she has her favorite. I'll just have my favorite instead. Quick 80 says, why have we not done that, sir? The kid hates us. I mean, yeah. But you can say, Judge, you ask the kid. You know, maybe? And Bubba says, even then, how would he not get seen by anyone? Blood on the cart? On the OG location? Could be nitpicking. I mean, I guess it's, yeah, because it's like the middle of the day. Especially now because we know what's out in the hallway. I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep going though. Temple diagram added to the court record. A diagram depicting the temple treasure room area. All of a sudden, Mr. Roll drew his gun and threatened me with it. I quickly put my hands up. Okay, hang on. He's got this bandana and the headband. The bandana's around his neck. But in this flashback picture, it's covering up his face. So how do we know that's really him? I mean, granted, the actual murderer had like weird face paint on. So I feel like he should have been able to notice if there was face paint. But let's take a look when you see him in the court record. See, he even, it's like down on his chin. So how does he know that's Patrol? That might be the actual murderer there who was there to like, he was probably stealing the orb. And then Patrol came in and the blackout clobbered him. And then they had a fight or something like that. I'm not sure. And it's been so long since we've seen the opening animation. I can't remember if we saw how he actually killed him. I think we just saw the body fall down and he was standing over there saying, I'll pin it on the kid. But he's wearing a mask. Yeah. I quickly put my hands up. Mr. Roll, he acted so scary. For some reason, he had his scarf over his mouth. I couldn't read his expression at all. So it's also then possible that the gun wasn't pointed at Albie, but pointed like past him at like the guy behind him who was like up at the top of the stairs. Just then the power went out. So I took that chance to hightail it out of there. I ran for my life. Even now, when I try to think back on it, all I can remember are the gun and the piercing look in Mr. Roll's eyes. It must have been when I dropped the notice scroll. Which means someone else brought it to the treasure room along with Mr. Roll's body. Did Mr. Roll say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs? So we get to find if he heard his voice. Oh, he still has a thing in the bag. What is it, Albie? Oh, is it finally gonna pop out? Whatever animal is in there, or small person. It could be a baby. It could be a tiny Albie. It could be Albie's vestigial twin that he just got removed and put into a bag. I have no idea why, but he asked me a strange question. He said, "Who are you, small child I have never met, for I am not Patrol?" What a weird question for Patrol to ask me. Did you steal it? He said. What? I'm sorry. I didn't say all this before. I didn't think anybody would believe me. A grand speech, one that confirmed my suspicions that you were the thief. Yeah. Okay, let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. See, there's Crystal with her TTS. Jacksonon says, Aldi, CEO of Aldi. Well, what is Aldi? I'm actually not familiar with that. That sounds like a company. Crystal says, laughing. Quinkitty said, TTS girl, lol. Crystal says, TTS girl is having a hard time saying I. Oh, for the Mr. I think it's because when it's like something that it doesn't recognize as a word is in all caps like that, it just starts like saying out all the letters. Because we look at it, we like, oh, it's Nick with all the letters spelled out. To TTS girl, it's like, this is not in my dictionary. I will just shout the letters. And then Crystal doing quote number 40, a flower crown is just a better onion ring. I always get it mixed up which way that goes. And there's the bot. Queen Katie says bot. Logan, there's a bot. Tiff says bot. Queen Katie said, we don't have a mod. Logan, sir, oh noes. Okay, so thank you, Tiff, Queen Katie, Bumbo, everybody for pointing out the bot. We are all safe now. We're taken care of. It's simply the victim. It's possible the victim simply misread the situation. Objection. Where there's smoke, there's fire, they say. The victim must have had good reason to be suspicious of the accused. Well, I mean, he wasn't fully suspicious, he was just curious. Why does every new piece of information have to seem so incriminating? Shadu, what do I do? Shadu, oop-de-doo. And what better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hands? Well, then he wouldn't ask, did you steal it? He said, you stole it. In the course of his rounds, the victim must have noticed the treasure had been stolen. And then, just after that, he ran into the accused, I'll be your guide. We still haven't figured out, I mean, I feel like if they have a chamber here and a storeroom here, there's gotta be a point to that, right? This game never gives you details like that, let alone like labeled details on a map, if they aren't gonna be important, yeah? No, that's not what happened. Therefore, the one who stole the treasure and killed the victim can be none other than the accused. Oh, it's out of the mouth. Oh, it hit his face. Oh, he's dead. Oh, it's an Eevee. It's a Pokemon. Hubba, hubba, hubba. Nintendo is going to sue the pants off of us. Also, it turned around. Is it a little dog? Oh, no, go back to the kid. I want to see the dog. What now? Show me the dog. Show. Ah! It's adorable. It's a little dog. No wonder the dog didn't want to be stuck in there. Yay. Oh, wait, what's his name? His name was Shadu. Shadu. Hey, Shadu down, boy. It's adorable. Adorable. Yeah, well, what do we have here? I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadu. Is he going to be in our court record? Is he? Wait, okay. The fact that giving this kid a dog makes me think that he's actually going to be important throughout the rest of the game. Oh, darn it. What should do here? Can we like, can we cross-examine the dog? Okay. His sounds so much better like a dog than, crap, where was it that we had a dog in one of the other, it's Koromaru in Persona 3. Koromaru is great. But he sounds like a human being doing dog noises. This is probably still a person, but at least it's closer to an actual dog. You nearly gave me a heart attack. So that's what was making his bag move. Is it going to turn out that like dogs are forbidden in this country or something? It's like all his lines are voiced. It's great. Can you quiet that yappy mutt down? Oh, see, this is how you know that Payne is a villain. Not because he's trying to get us killed simply for doing our job, but because he doesn't like dogs. Shadu says that Mr. Roll made a mistake. I will accept ghosts. I will accept seances. But this kid understanding what his puppy is saying is a bridge too far. I am sorry. You can understand him? Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense. I beg your pardon? You're not thinking of cross-examining an animal, are you? Would be surprised what I have done and what I want to do now, Judge. Of course not, Your Majesty. Oh, not this time, anyway. Phew, well, I'm glad to hear that. I thought I'd have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there. I think I'd better reassess my strategy and fast. I have to somehow show that somebody else could have struck the victim or we're sunk. While it's true that the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died, it doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at the same time. Let's also save the game again. We need to periodically remember to do that. And then read a couple more comments to the chat. Bumbo says, anyways, this is Ace Attorney. Has perjury ever really been more of just an oopsie? Can I have a do-over? There have been a couple of times that Judge Udgy has like actually said, oh, that's a crime, perjury. But like, there's never any consequences. There's also lots of other times where it's like, oh, you're clearly guilty of a lesser crime. We'll deal with that later. I don't think he does. I don't think he does any crime other than murder. Let's see. Tip saying TTS, so do thieves? Hence the cutting of hands, no theft. Okay, I guess TTS didn't, I don't remember hearing TTS say that, so maybe TTS didn't want to say that. Bum says TTS lady. Tiff says probably something in that TTS doesn't like. Oh, well, probably, probably like the words cutting, maybe? A TTS girl has like weird censorship stuff, and I really don't know which ones. Okay, let me read just a couple more comments. Tiff says, probably something, oh, I read that. Weedle says, my fun dip is here, woo! Congratulations, Weedle. What flavor did you get? Bumble says, nice. Tiff says, wait, you don't know what Aldi's is? No, what is Aldi's? Jackson says, I think Aldi's is a grocery store where you have to bring your own bag. Well, they do that in a lot of places. Like when I've been out in California, a lot of the grocery stores will do that. So maybe it's like a regional thing? Let me try and Google Aldi's grocery store. Aldi's grocery store. Okay. Aldi's is the common company brand name of two German multinational family-owned discount supermarket chains operating over 12,000 stores in 18 countries. I'm gonna check on their store locator real quick, because I can. Lurkers, don't leave. I'll be back, I promise. And let's see where the closest one is to where I live. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm typing in, but let's see. Sorry, there are no locations near you. Okay, so apparently that there just aren't any. So I don't, so it's a regional thing, apparently. So that answers that question. I'm sorry, is it like a really good store? And Crystal was with some more gambling. And then Quick Kitty says, yep, I have one in my town, but I haven't gone there yet. But then again, like I said, sometimes regional things take a while to get other places. I remember when In-N-Out finally came to where I live, and they opened one like pretty nearby. And for a couple of weeks, the police were having to divert traffic because the drive-through window line was so long that it was backing out across the parking lot, out into the street. And so it was crazy. So I don't know, maybe all these will come here eventually and people will be all excited or something. There, I just needed some water. It doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at that time.
If you're going to go that far, then I hope this means you have another angle of approach ready. Exactly. I mean, who but the accused standing front and center could have done it? Like anyone behind the guy. Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more than conjecture. Okay, Gaspen, Payne, how about you tell me who else was at the temple that day? Okay, come on, Phoenix. I know I can think of something convincing. Where else could the victim have been struck from? Behind. This seems too obvious. I don't trust the game. Anytime it gives me something this easy seeming, it's just an excuse to take away my hit points. From behind, from right here.
Take that!
Right? With the defendant standing in front of the victim, isn't it possible that the victim could have been struck from behind? From behind, you say? Oh, I see. Yes, I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility. Good, now at least I have some breathing room. But who do you suppose it could have been? Anybody else? Oh, the true culprit, naturally. The one who actually committed the theft and murder. The true culprit? And I suppose you have a true timeline of events to go along with that? I should have known I'd have to explain everything. All right, if we assume the true culprit is, struck the victim from behind, then that means... Oh, so here's what happens. True culprit went to the storage room when Roll was come down here. Roll goes in there, sees the treasure room is gone, goes up here, encounters him. So yeah, pops in the storeroom. In fact, they even have chamber unlabeled, so obviously it's the storeroom. After going to the treasure room and stealing the treasure, the true culprit tried to escape. But then Mr. Roll appeared, making his rounds. Oh, I don't even have to click it. I imagine the culprit then quickly hid in the storeroom at the other end of the hallway. You're grasping at straws, Mr. Wright. Admit it, you have nothing but baseless conjecture. That's all you have to, bro. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat here. Let's see. Tiff says, yeah, Aldi's is a real cheap grocery store. It's been a lifesaver, to be honest. I feel like we've got some cheap grocery stores around here. We used to have one called Food for Less, but it was like also... Not full on like Costco type of buying in bulk, but they tended to also have larger sizes of things. And Weedle says, going live, bye Weedle, thank you so much for being here. I hope the stream is going well. Tiff says, dog. Queen Katie says, doggo revealed. First off, oh, is this what you were waiting for? Because you said that there was like some fan art you wanted to show. Is it of the dog? Weedle said, don't kick it. I will not, Weedle. Tiff said, say his name, Logan. It's Shadu. Am I saying it right? Bubba says, Shadu the hedge dog. Oh, because like the fur around his neck seemed pointy. Is that going to be an actual thing? Is that the breed? Is he going to be a hedge dog? I could dig that pun. Queen Katie says, Shadu's Japanese name, Mitamaru, is a portmanteau of Mitama, which means sacred spirit, and the suffix maru, which is often given to young male children. His French name, Chapeau, it sounds like chapeau, like a hat. Is a play on chapeau, translating to hat, referring to the way, he sits on your guide's head. Oh, that's nice. See, I remember some French from high school. And finally, I posted an art gift for you in the Discord, Logan. Okay, I don't have Discord open on my desktop here, but I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. For anyone lurking, I will get back to the game, I promise, but apparently there is gift art and I need to check this out, and then I will be back into the game here. So let me find it. I assume it's gonna be in the artwork channel. Where, oh, there it is. Oh, that is so cute. It says, now that the dog was revealed, here you go, Logan, a gift art for you. And it's, look at this. Hang on, it looks like it's Apollo with the dog on his head. That is so freaking cute. That is really well done. That is so good. I like the shading on the nose and the eyes. That is really good. Everybody should check that out over in the Discord and the art channel. It is really nice. I like that. Thank you so much, Queen Katie. I gotta look at that again. Hang on, it's really cute artwork. And he's wagging his tail. Oh, I love it, I love it. Wait, hang on a second. Oh, hang on a second. What color are Apollo's eyes? Oh, is this me in Apollo's costume? That's why you were asking my eye color last time. Oh, that's not Apollo, that's me, because look at the eyes,
It's you as Apollo.
Yeah, I
Look
do.
at those blue eyes.
The blue. Oh, Vero! How you doing, Vero? Vero, so thank goodness you're here. I had to slay a bot on my own while you were gone, and it was very, very scary. Thank you so much, Vero, for the 10 bits. I'm sorry, I realized it right before you said that, so I hope you don't feel like the 10 bits are wasted. But Vero, how are you? I didn't realize that. That makes so much sense now. That is so cute. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Queen Katie. That is fantastic. That is awesome. You guys should all check that out. For anyone who is not
TTS captivating or piercing blue eyes.
Captivating or piercing blue. Is that a good thing, though? Is that a compliment? I want it to be a compliment. It would feel really good if I was complimented. I should show you sometime. Did I ever show you guys? I have an old headshot from when I very first started acting. I'd be hesitant to show the whole headshot because, like, I think I mentioned before, when I was a strapping young lad, like fresh out of high school, I was a lot thinner than I am now. Like, I was about 130, 135 pounds. It's from going to the gym and like working out and putting on weight that I'm still like lean, but I was very skinny. And so I would almost hesitate to show it because like I look skinny, but I was wearing a bright blue shirt and somehow it made my eyes look like they were shooting ice lasers or something like that. So if you ever want to see that, let me know. I don't know, maybe I can either post it in Discord or maybe maybe it's not for public consumption, maybe in a DM if somebody wants to see it. DM me if you want to see my ice laser eyeballs. Maybe I'll crop it just to the eyes. Anyway, I'm rambling too much, but that is, what?
I think one of the people should be a sacrifice and be banned for 1 second because I missed on banning that bot.
Wait. So you want to ban somebody for, oh, well, let's not ban anybody for 1 second. How about, Vero, you spin the wheel and you time somebody out for 1 second or 10 seconds. I don't know what the rule is, how you can do that. I'll still read whatever that person says because it doesn't erase what that person said for me. I'll still be able to see it. But is that fair? But how do we decide? Do we decide democratically? Do we do just a prize wheel and spin? Hell, pin message, fine. I just worry that like banning might make somebody, I don't know how that works. I think it just prevents you from typing in chat, but I don't know if it maybe like removes the follow from the person or something like that. But okay, so you just time out somebody. But thank you very much for the TTS. Let me have a sip of water and then we'll get back into this game here. Hang on. Admit it, you have nothing but baseless conjecture. Oh, and that reminds me, also Queen Katie, do I follow you on Twitter? Because like, I'm trying to get in the habit of doing this, to do like, if people post like any type of fan art or stuff like that of the stream, I want to post on Twitter, and if I do, I want to tag you. Do I follow you on Twitter? I'm not sure if I do or not. If not, let me know, like post maybe in the channel over on Discord what your Twitter handle is, and I'll make sure that I follow you, and so I can tag you when I post that onto Twitter. Okay, well, what's going on? Oh, by the way, speaking of posting things online, in a few days on Wednesday, which I'm just as a reminder is technically my birthday, as we were talking about before when talking about that wish list thing. Oh, by the way, for the new people here, I did try starting to make a throne wish list, but I'm having a hard time finding stuff that's cheap on there. So if you have any ideas, Wendy gave me a couple of ideas for stuff that's like under $5, let me know, because I don't want to like post, because most of the stuff I'm looking at is like $15 or $20 or even more. But crap, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, on Wednesday, I'm going to be posting the Omori compilation video, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm also right now working on the Persona 4 Golden one, which turns out is going to be a much longer video. That was a longer game. But do look forward to that. I'm very proud of how the Omori video turned out. Anyway, like I said, I should play the game. I'm gonna look for something to base it on right now. Albie, when you ran into Mr. Roll in the hallway, was there anyone around the storeroom area? Oh, hey, if Albie was like up on the stairs, he should have been able to tell if someone was behind Roll, right? I don't know. And the dog just stays up there. Ah, this is great. Ah, and look at the dog, and then the dog tips the other way. I like that his ears have a little bit of physics as he moves. Boop. There might have been somebody there, but I couldn't see, huh?
Dog is thinking too.
Oh, he is. I just thought he was just chilling and maybe trying to take a snooze. But you know what? We're gonna say, yeah, the dog is thinking real hard too. That's why he's doing two of these. One is for his brain and one is for his dog's brain, which is located in the paws. I was only halfway down the stairs, so I couldn't see the ends of the hallway. Oh, that's right. So if the guy attacked after the blackout, then he wouldn't have seen the person behind. Roll. I see. Swing and a miss. See, look at it. Okay, Vero, do Shadoo's little beady eyes, do they scare you? Because for one thing, dogs, you're not supposed to see the white of the eyes. They always say that when you see the whites of the eyes of dogs, that they're like feeling threatened or something. Isn't that what they say? Like when you see like the crescent of white around their eye, the sides of the eyes. Oh, Shadoo said someone was there. Oh, was Shadoo able to like smell or something? Vero says with a pin message, yeah, kinda. I see. Thank you for that. Too bad his testimony is inadmissible. You think this is a joke? Ha! Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see this other person, but that doesn't mean the true culprit couldn't have been there in the hallway. Objection. Your desperate floundering is getting harder to watch. But I will enjoy watching you sink. And get killed. Bro. What you talk about? Unfortunately for you, only the accused and the victim were there in the hallway at the time of the incident. How do you know? Were there like security cameras or something like that? How can you continue to make this assertion? Because there was a witness, a very reliable witness. Well, then that's obviously going to be Face Paint Man. I mean, did you ever stop to think that the witness could be lying and was the murderer? That's who it's going to be. But that's great, because that'll bring him into court, and then we'll be able to say you did it. Oh, what? Your Majesty, the prosecution would like to call its witness to the stand. Oh, we get to hear what his pun name is going to be. We already got, I'll be your guide. He's going to be, I am the culprit, or something like that. You're calling an eyewitness to the stand? Oh, it's been decades since that's happened. And unlike the defense's witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved. That was a low blow. Very well, I'll allow it. And now, for something we've not heard in quite some time, bring the witness to the stand. Yeah, it's gonna be the painted face dude, right? Oh, okay, we get to see the full reveal from foot to head. Oh, he's got like a guitar! And he has a beard. Maybe that would be, that might have been him with the mask. That might not even have been Roll. Because like, why else would you specifically have his face covered? Witness, please state your name and occupation. All right, we gotta brace ourselves for what this guy's brilliant pun name is gonna be. Understanding? Peace, love, and understanding. Peace, love, and understanding. So he's like a hippie. Peace, love, and understanding's the name. I'm like, Temple's head monk, can you dig? Peace, love, and understanding. It's better than I'll be your guide, because at least he's not saying what he is. I also think this may be the first fully rendered nipple we have seen in this series. I mean, I guess it's not fully rendered. It's just, they've just colored in the areola. But there is now, I believe, our first Ace Attorney nipple sighting. Let me read a few more comments in the chat before we get to this guy. See, Bumble said would be the third one. Quick Katie said posting a quick link here to my drawing if you want to see it on stream. Oh, hang on. So if we do it this way, I can pop it up on the stream so we can see it better than as I had before. Hang on. I didn't even think about posting the link. So hang on one second. Okay, so I got it here. I should be able to use the clip viewer for this. Let's hope it doesn't crop it out poorly. Wait, why is the clip viewer not working for it? Oh, I think I know what I did. I think I know what I did wrong. Hang on. I see what I did. I put it in the wrong thing. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm still not good at stuff. But we will get this. I want you guys to be able to see this up on the stream. There it is. See, you can see it much better now. See with the color of the eyes. Look at that. That's adorable. That is fantastic. So thank you again, Queen Katie. Sorry that I was like holding my phone up to the camera before because I didn't see the link. But thank you so much. That is awesome. And Bubba said the thief could use feet or mouth. Crystal says Aldi's nuts. Tiff says boo/LH. I thought that was delightful. Neon says, this is some funky music. It was before. Now it's just more mysterious and Far Eastern. Jackson said, I thought Aldi's was pretty good when I went. Vera says, yo, I just woke up. Good morning, Vero. Oh, there's multiple things. We got a poll that just appeared. How should we sink when getting executed? Hold Albi Titanic style, Terminator thumbs up, or Sonic drowning music? I always go with the Terminator thumbs up myself. And there's also a pinned message. Let's take a look at that. His French name is Stairway to Heaven. Oh my gosh, Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, he's totally doing the hippie thing. Stairway to Heaven. Holy crap. But welcome, Vero. I know I already said it before, but welcome. Quigay said, puzzle, we got the dog reveal. Vera says, oh my gosh, yes. Bumba says, we have a pupper. Vera said, did you clip it? Quigay says, no, I forgot. I was doing name facts. Vera said, it's okay. I can watch the VOD later and clip. Quigay said, but Logan compared him to a Pokemon. So, oh man, Nintendo is gonna sue. Well, it looked like an Eevee from behind, because we saw it from behind before we saw it from the front. But, okay, let's get back to the game. Let's get back to the game now. Peace, love, and understanding's the name. I'm like, Temple's head monk, can you dig? Prang. Oh, if it is an instructor, Andy Stanton, you're the eyewitness. Okay, so he's like a monk instructor. Oh, and there's another pin message. His Japanese name comes from, what's that say? Potode, which means suddenly from the sticks or out of nowhere, while his surname is Niwaka, which means dabbler, wannabe. So it's, okay, Niwaka Potode. So at least that's not like a song title or a hippie slogan. So many layers. I'm so looking forward, by the way, to hearing like all the background information on the pun names and what they originally were in the fan translation for Edgeworth Investigations too, when we get to that. Oh, if it is an instructor, understanding, you're the eyewitness? Instructor? Not only is Mr. Understanding Temple's head monk, but he's also a renowned Damalan expert. Damalan? Is that a word we've heard before? Damalan? Damalan. Sorry to have to ask, but what's a Damalan? Prang. Ooh. Oh, maybe that's a Damalan. He's good at that. Check it. Here she is, my sweet serenader, my one and only. Groovy, right? But you heard our sultry sounds once before, brother. Huh?
Damalan these nuts.
It doesn't even make sense, but yeah. Damalan these nuts. Why is that so funny? Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. Oh, the poll is done, and Sonic Drowning Music won with 67% of the vote, with Crystal contributing 70 channel points. Is Wendy still here? We just had a Sonic reference, because she was just at the Sonic concert. I think Wendy might have had to go to sleep because she has work in the morning. But you heard our sultry sounds once before, brother. So I'm guessing when we saw the dance, when dragon and tiger battle. Why is the song so slow? That's the song from the Dance of Devotion. Right on, brother, the song of ceremony. Prang. Playing this tune together is a precious gig for me and my girl here, you dig? Who's his girl? Wait, how old is this guy? Because she's like 14. Is she his daughter? Okay, so we get to see him, peace, love, and understanding, age 36, an eyewitness to this incident, a temple head monk and musician for the Dance of Devotion. So he's old enough, he could be her dad. The Song of Ceremony, the song that was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, and pin message, I means the guitar, I think. Okay, thank goodness. I was worried he had an inappropriate relationship with the girl. Rafa, which was it? I can't remember. Oh, Holy Mother, may the righteous sounds of my Damalin serve as my offering to you. Yay! Wonderful! Oh, a great performance as always. This is my thing, you know, my bag. I make instruments speak, baby. Yeah. Oh. By the by, Magistrate Pops. No Damalin class today. Oh, is that the class he was supposed to go to with his wife? No, I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime thanks to the lawyer over there. Oh, due process McLawyerson. The class the judge wanted to attend was a Damalin lesson? Oh, his wife's gonna be ticked when this guy gets executed. Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust the lawyer man. But transgressors against the Holy Mother have to be brought to justice. They're so detailed on his mouth there. I gotta read some more in the chat. Hang on, let me have a sip of water. By the way, we are past the 2-hour mark, which means if people want to start keeping an eye out for possible raid suggestions for when we reach 3 hours. Hang on. Okay, Vera said, seeing how Logan is still not done with the tutorial case 2 streams in, makes me think the first case of the Great Ace Attorney might take like 6 streams? This is on par with Dual Destinies. That took us, we were on the 3rd stream before we finished the tutorial case. So, maybe? Quickity said, for real, lol. He is halfway though in my guide. I thought I was halfway an hour ago. Bubba said they didn't unlabel the performance hall. He could have went there. Vera says, I fully believe the Great Ace Attorney might come close to P5's record of being the longest game he's played in the channel. Well, didn't you guys say there's technically 2 games in that one? It says, or DRV3. Yeah, Danganronpa V3, we played for a while, but not nearly as long as Persona 5 though. But how, what?
Dude, imagine how much it sucks to find another Damalin mentor after your current one gets executed.
I know, he's got to go on like Craigslist or something, and like half of them, you know, are just like they smell bad. Because I'm sorry, but like hippies, they were not known for their hygiene. It's just awful. It is awful. Well, you know what? It's the judge. He can just sentence him to be on death row for a long time until him and his wife are proficient in playing one of those things. Oh, and Vera with a pin message saying hashtag relatable content. Okay, let me read one more comment. We'll get back in the game. Bomo says to Vera, that game will take full year for one playthrough of the first game? Really? Wow, and Vera says, I think so too. Okay. Let's keep playing a bit here. Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Understanding. As the treasure's keeper, you must have been shocked to learn it had been stolen. Wait, if he's the treasure's keeper, why did he have to do anything elaborate to steal it? Yeah, man, that was not cool. Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Understanding? That's right, brother. This here's the one and only treasure box key. Oh, sometimes I kiss it with tongue. That's why there's the hole in the top there. Oh, you should see the two of us on a Saturday night. And I keep it on me at all times. Oh, and I mean, at all times. This thing sees me naked every day when I shower. Haha, just kidding. I don't shower. Can you dig? But the sneaky thief went and cracked open that sucker anyway. Total bummer, man. So that's the key to the treasure box, is it? Oh, there's a poll that just appeared. Wow. What is Logan's verdict? Guilty, touch grass. Guilty, engage dark mode. Guilty, community service. Guilty, feed pepper. Or guilty, for real, guilty. Oh, not guilty, for real, guilty. I'm gonna say feed pepper. because it's actually, it's fun. Okay, not actually feeding her, but taking her in for food because, hang on, I'll say this really quickly because that pinging noise is getting annoying. What is making that pinging noise? Anyway, because she's a social eater. She doesn't like to eat by herself. When she's hungry, she'll go and find a family member and drag a person in there to like sit with her and pet her while she eats. But she doesn't like the act of her bowl being filled. Unlike my old cat who loved that. Like Pepper, I take her in and she'll let me know, oh, she needs food, and I'll go and get a scoop, and then she like runs out of the room. I think she's afraid of the sound it makes when I pour it into like her metal dish. She'll run out of the room until it's safely poured, and then she comes back in. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. You know it, baby. It's called the Magatama key, and it's a historical artifact to boot. It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at Temple. The Magatama key, huh? Magatama key added to the court record. The sole key for opening the treasure box. Understand and kept it on his person at all times. Well, there goes my theory that I thought I had about how to open the puzzle box without a key. For Vero and anyone else who got here since then, my theory was in the court record, if you look at the lyrics, it says, when the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. And if you look at the pictures of it, there is one panel that has a butterfly, which is not this panel that the lock is in front of, because you see it has that thing that's underneath the flower. And we have this kind of layer in the middle going through. So I assumed that you can rotate the lock around to a different side, and when the lock slaps on top of that, that's what actually opens the puzzle box. And when you take a look at the photo, you can't really tell which thing it's in front of, so I think that it is in front of the butterfly thing. But apparently I'm wrong about that. And now someone's jacked the treasure on my watch. Oh, it's a real buzzkill, man. How am I ever gonna face her holiness again? Oh, Holy Mother, please find it in your infinite mercy to forgive me. Please guide this lost and humble lamb. Why do I always get the far out ones? When was the last time we had someone who was this hippy-dippy? Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Vera said to Bum, already read that. Bumble says to Vero, the duology, as it was meant to be just one game, will utterly lap P5R in playtime. Really? Because Persona 5, it was very, very long. Quick Kitty said, it is you as a Paul. It took me a minute, but I did get it. Vera says, the art reveal. Quick Kitty said, why I asked you about your eyes. Tiff says, have I been pronouncing the dog's name wrong? I've always said Shadow. Oh, is that what it's supposed to be? Shadow? I've been just saying Shadow because it sounds like Shadow. So, okay, so give me Shadow. And Eglin says it's 100% Shadow. Okay, so I am saying it wrong. It's Shadow. I am sorry. Bubba says to Tiff, yeah, that was the pun I was making. Quick Kitty said, I'm blushing. Ah, ooh, woo. Eglin said, Weezer blue eyes. Neon says, oof. Crystal says, I mean, like I said, your eyes are captivating. The color is good. Oh, so it is good. It is. Oh, but then Beowulf says it's bad. Oh, Beowulf apparently was the sacrifice. Timed out for 1 second by Vero. And Vera says in chat, Quick Kitty says, lol. Says, why not time out someone? Vera says, fine. Neon with an emote. Bubba says, any tributes? Quick Kitty said, I'll take the sacrifice for a second. Crystal says, you can time me on instead. I volunteer as tribute. And then Beowulf says, I volunteer as tribute, and is crossed out. Eglin said, banning only prevents typing in chat. Okay, good to know. I didn't know if it like removed a follow or something. I don't like ban non-bots. Vera said, well, no, there have been like 2 people I think I've actually had to ban before. Vera said, okay, Bayo volunteer. No, 3 people we've had to ban before. We won't talk about them though. Vera says, okay, Bayo volunteers. Any last words? Eglin said, I've been banned somewhere for like 2 seconds on accident before. It leaves everything else alone. Okay, good to know. And Bumbo salutes to Beowulf. Crystal salutes to Beowulf. And Beowulf, for the final words, are 3 fingers to lips thing. Oh, was that the thing from the Hunger Games? Wasn't that what that was? Is that the thing? Am I remembering the thing and the thing proper thingly? Why do I always get the far out ones? Mr. Understanding, you witnessed the accused of the what?
Banning wipes both the VIP and mod. So please no jokey with them.
Okay, so that's good to know. So apparently there is that. So we would need to make sure there wouldn't be a VIP or a mod then. Which is probably good because I think some of the people who volunteered might have been VIPs. I'm not sure. I never remember. I need to make more VIPs, but thank you, Rukov! How you doing, Rukov? And thank you for the 10 bits! Modified. Okay, and the poll is done. And it's a tie between Guilty, Engage Dark Mode, and Guilty, I Feed Pepper. I was so happy. So get this. My TikTok a while ago strangely switched over to dark mode on me. Without asking me, it just did. And I couldn't figure out how to get it. I finally figured it out the other day. But I also had to update TikTok. Oh, I need to talk to you guys about this. I'm excited. So as you guys know, I finally reached 10,000 followers on TikTok. That means I'm now technically able to monetize videos. And the video I posted yesterday is the first video that I'll have posted that's going to qualify for monetization. And I can't wait to find out. I'm probably gonna make like, here's the thing, when you're signing for monetization, like I was reading this one thing, I can't remember if it was on TikTok site or a different website that was making it sound like, oh yeah, you can make so much money, you could make like $4 to $8 for every 1,000 views that you get on one of these. But then I was looking it up and most people get like 6 cents per 1,000 views. And the video that's eligible has gotten like 2,000 views, so it'll update tomorrow. And I can't wait to find out if I get double-digit cents. I'm just excited. Oh, and there's a pinned message from Vero. Saying Vero won the duel versus Rukov. Feels good, man. We should keep a tally of how many times you guys defeat each other. Okay, I should get back to the game, though. I'm just enjoying talking to you guys, which, speaking of which, I want to ask you guys your opinion on this as well. If anyone's lurking, I do get back to the game, I promise. But next week, as I mentioned multiple times, Wednesday is my birthday, but then Thursday is the 4th of July. And I'm probably going to take my nephews to go see fireworks on the 4th of July. I'm guessing. I think that's what the plan is. So there's going to be no stream on Thursday. So, but Friday, I was kind of tempted. Should I just do a regular game, or Friday we could try and do a just chatting post-birthday stream? But I don't even know what to do for the post-birthday stream because it's too soon. But like part of me is like, we should do a special birthday stream, but I wouldn't know what to do. I kind of would like to do one of these days a just chatting stream, a subathon, where for every gifted sub I have to spin a penalty wheel of like, you know, put in like 50 different possible penalties. But anyway, I'm just talking out loud. I need to get back in the game before all the lurkers jump ship.
Mr. Understanding, you witnessed the accused and the victim heading to the treasure room?
You know it, baby. Best believe I scoped that tiny transgressor.
Would you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw?
Blang. Oh, yeah. To bring justice against the transgressor, man? Yes, of course, I'll do all I can, huh?
Okay, for real this time, go and sleep. Logan is a great guy who should know that he is cherished as a content creator and appreciated as a friend. If you really want to make him feel uncomfy, remember to tell him nice things.
And that is true. And I both appreciate it, but then because I feel like I'm getting better at taking compliments. So thank you, Rukov, and thank you for the 10 bits. Do get some sleep. I'm sure you gotta be up early. I hope you have a great night's sleep, and I hope you have some fun plans for the 4th of July this week. And thank you, Rukov. And between the two, I'd rather be known, I think, as a good friend than a content creator. But I do enjoy making the content. I just wish it didn't take up so much time. Like, ever since I started adding stories to YouTube and trying to upload videos, like the amount of hours I spend every week editing videos is practically a part-time job at this point. So, but thank you, Rukov. Get some sleep. As always, if you can't sleep, feel free to come back and hang out some more. Okay, so let's see. He's gonna do all he can. In the name of her holiness. Well, what?
No mods.
Oh, no mods?
So riot responsibly, my friends.
Oh, did Vero leave, or did Vero have to lurk? Oh, okay, I just checked. Vero's lurking. Okay, so guys. Chaos, riot. Riot until Vero gets back. Riot for all your worth. Use those emotes if you're a Oh crap, there's a poll! I think that means does that mean that Vera's back? Does that mean Vera's back? Peer review what to do on Friday's stream. Chatting, penalty wheel, good old regular stream. Okay, so go ahead, I guess cast your votes, huh? What?
I heard that. I was making a poll, now I am going far.
Okay, so thank you for the lurk now. And thank you for the 10 bits. And okay, we gotta wait a few seconds so we can hear. Just imagine you can hear Vero's footsteps like trailing off into the distance, going down the hallway. I assume to get like a snack or something. All right, now Riot, use those emotes, cause chaos, sow the seeds of discord from coast to coast, leave no stone unturned. That's probably not right. I don't know, just riot. In the name of her holiness, I vow to sing not but the truth. Oh, what's that? Swear to bring, hit me. There we go. Witness testimony. Is this only our second actual cross-examination in the whole stream tonight? I get so distracted, but I love getting distracted by you guys. I don't say this enough. I love and appreciate all of you. The fact that you guys spend your time with me and hang out with me means the world to me. You guys deserve a round of applause and pats on the back and all the good stuff. So thank you guys for being here. You guys really are the best. Okay, what I saw, baby. After the morning dance of devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Oh, it's time to music. Okay, so after the morning dance of devotion, I got to go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Don't you know my chamber's on the way? Yeah, to the Temple's treasure room, hey. Any small footsteps I can quite clearly hear, if anyone to the treasure room goes near. This is so much better than the rapping we had in the last case. Albie was the only one, Albie was the only one. Before the blackout, one other than roll. Only Albie to the treasure room did stroll. Ha, yeah. Music. Tell me I was hallucinating just now. It was so much better than the rapping we had. Like, can you believe Mr. Roll bit the big one after that? Harsh, man.
I share your sentiments. You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Understanding? Dang it!
If Gumshoe was here, he'd have been arrested. He always arrests whoever's the closest in proximity. Oh, and the poll is done with 100%, 5 people voting chatting penalty wheel. I could do a poll in Discord, but the problem is if I wait to post it like tonight, everybody's going to be asleep. If I post it tomorrow and I post the schedule, it's too late because I've already posted the schedule. So I don't know. Okay, if you want that, then we need to start taking ideas for penalties. You know what? Tell you what, I don't think we'll have time to get a penalty wheel for this Friday, but we'll do that in, let's say, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. That gives us plenty of times to come up with stuff. So how about that? In 2 weeks, we'll do a penalty wheel mini subathon. Is that a deal? What? You found the body as well? He really is a key witness then. He is in like good shape. Did you guys see like his shoulder muscles? Like especially when they're like going around behind? That's right, brother. After the blackout, I went to reset the breaker and give power back to the people. The circuit box is near my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job, you feel me? And conveniently right by the store. Oh, so that's why the power went out. Is because, yeah, he was in the treasure room. He's about to leave. Roll starts coming down the hallway. He ducks into the storeroom. Roll is in there. Roll goes up there, runs into Albie. He pops out, kills the power, runs over, does a murder, drags the body in the treasure room. This is like so obvious. On the way, I got a whiff of something funky. Blood, man. Really harshed my mellow. I knew something wasn't kosher, so I swung by the treasure room to see what's what. And it was like, whoa, man. There was poor Mr. Roll, dead as a doornail. Temple diagram updated in the court record. All right, so now it has the breaker on there. Oh, and another poll is up. So how about it? Deal or no deal? I'm assuming that's for the 2 weeks thing. So I'll go ahead and vote deal as well.
In the interval between the end of the dance of devotion and the blackout, the only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. So you see, Mr. Understanding's unassailable account is what led to the accused's arrest.
Ha! Hold it! Isn't it possible that the murder took place before the end of the dance of devotion?
I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in the performance hall until the very end of the dance.
He was?
Would you like some proof? How's this? A photo of that morning's dance of devotion taken by a tourist.
Okay, so we're going to see... Okay, so first of all, we're seeing that his neckerchief is down. He is there. That's her doing her fancy dance. And he's over here playing. Maybe do we need to check, like, maybe we can compare the The color of his... There's got to be something important in there. My, what graceful dancing! I can almost hear the sound of Mr. Understanding's demolin' now. Is there a pun to demolin'? Payne's right. There's Mr. Roll on duty. 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 Never underestimate the incredible Payne. So in addition to Rafa's insights, he had a backup evidence lined up too, huh? Dance and devotion photo added to the court record. A picture of the stage shows Roll on guard duty in the audience. Okay, so let's take another... I want to take a closer look at this. So if we look at this... Okay, so it is yellow then. Is there anything else that's different? So it's like a... What would you call that? That's like a pale, almost purple. And that's more of like a dirty yellow, almost brown. And then if we take... Oh, we're on page 2 already. Oh, look at that! That doesn't look pale and purple! But why would it be different? Why would his headband be a different color? Maybe it's just the lighting. That's red. Let's take a look and see. Maybe it might just be my... maybe it's just the lighting. It's dark in there. It's the same color as his belt. So what color is his belt? I don't think we can see his belt in this. Darn it. Can we check the court record, the picture of his face? I guess that is just a dim red. Darn it, I thought I found something. I was so pleased with myself. The poll is done with 100% saying deal. Let me play a little bit more. Once we get to some background music, I will catch up some more in chat. As head monk, my monks in training are like my own kids, like family, can you dig? I should have taught I'll be better man. I guess I just never taught him that murder was bad. Gosh darn it, it's my failing as a parent. Before her holiness, the Holy Mother... Oh, I'll be confess your sins, my young brother. The meter on that is all wrong. Okay, let me read some more in the chat now. Let's see. Quick Kitty said, I have a Twitter, but I don't usually post there. I'll post in Discord the handle. Okay, well, if you don't want me to tag it, yeah, like, let me know if you'd rather I don't tag it on Twitter. That's fine. Quick Kitty said, I already read that. And Eglin says, Beowulf, salute. But yes, thank you for posting that. Quick Kitty, Vera said, I did that once to a new persona. Tiff says, with a salute. Beowulf says, I won. Bubba says, they did. Eglin says, I got buried in a group of spam messages with a message, wheat fix, and got banned in a misfire. Crystal says, yay, Omori compilation. It's just kind of funny because like the first quarter to a third of the video is before I had the microphone, so the audio is terrible. And then it just suddenly gets so much better. Vera says, laughing. Vera said, that's hilarious. Bumble says to Eglin, that is hilarious. Queen Kitty said, all right, BRB. I pushed dad away from a good night because I was hyped about Puppy. Oh yes, please tell your dad good night. I'm sorry. Bubba says, on the YouTube channel. Yup, on the YouTube channel. And thank you for the lurk, Queen Katie. I will post a link to it in the Discord, probably in the Omori channel when that happens. Vera says to Bumbo, yup. On Evie says, hi Logan, been lurking, but want to say hi. Hi Evie, how are you doing? Welcome from the lurking in the shadows. Appreciate you coming forward to say hi. Vera says, welcome with the Bahawa.
Domelin is not a real instrument. The idea was thought of by director Yamazaki and designed by art director Fuse. It is mentioned specifically in an interview, where the producer himself admits he thought it was an existing instrument. Also, he is chugging slash in the animation.
Okay, hang on, wait. First of all, thank you so much for the 10 bits. So I should have known that you'd have like trivia about everything. So hang on, he's chugging in the he's chugging in the animation? He is? He's understanding is chugging in the animation? I don't know. Let me read a few more comments in the chat, because like I said, I am still far behind, but thank you very much for those 10 bits. And for the trivia. Let's see. Vera says, yeah, kinda. Queen Katie unlurk. Bumble says, Gaspen is bloodthirsty. With the
Yeah, lagging.
Oh, he's lagging in the animation. Okay. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. As long as there isn't a lot of lag, like the stream's gonna get disconnected or something like that. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Let's see. Quick said, okay, good night has been given to dad. Perfect timing. Bubba said, well, there's our murderer. Bubba says, murderer. There's gotta be someone named that in the series eventually. Crystal says, laughing at Bumbo. Quick Kitty smiling. Crystal says, oh, hello there. Peace, love, and understanding. Oh, that's right, because this is probably Crystal's type, because she likes facial hair and long hair. Although he doesn't have any chest hair. Would that enhance it? So is it like facial hair, long hair, and chest hair? Or is it facial hair, long hair, and clean-shaven chest?
Your camera is down in frame rates.
Oh, my camera is down in frame rates. Let me check. Really? Because like I'm looking at my stream, and it doesn't look like it's lagging right now. Is it lagging for anybody else? Huh. Let's see if it's lagging for anybody else as well. Otherwise, you might need to like refresh the stream. Everybody like check and see. Yeah, because on my screen it looks like it's fine. But we'll see if it happens again. Let me know. But thank you very much for the 10 bits there. But let's see. I gotta read some more. Queen Katie said, "Puzzle, you ready to pin some fun facts for me?" Crystal says, "Killing someone isn't really peace, love, and understanding of you." Boba said, "They didn't even try to make that an actual name." Crystal said, "Do it, Queen Katie. I want him to know the other name." Oh, Vera said, "Never mind, got it fixed." Okay, so hopefully it was just like on your end. I am sorry, Vera. I'm sorry if that was happening, but I'm glad it's working now. Queen Katie said his French name is Stairway to Heaven. Eglin said, oh, Eglin is calling him Jesus. I thought you were just exclaiming that. Well, you know, we have one over in Persona, so why not have one in here? Crystal's laughing. Queen Katie said, "Aw, blush, blush again, ooh, woo." Boba says, "A fitting name for a murder. Come on, it's case one. Who else would it be?" Vera says, "Yup." And that was red when it was pinned. Let's see, Queen Katie said, "Yeah, for no reason, we have insanely hippie names outside of Japan," which, fair. Said, "Vero, noises." Oh, what? And Vera says, "It sounds like demolish." And Queen Katie said, "I forgot to include this, but actual Japanese name is Potodino Nikawasa, which is just fun to say." And Vera says, "Dragon must resist the obvious joke." Wait. For the instrument, Bubba says, "I've been rocking Stones recently. Season 5 got on console." Vera said, "He means the guitar, I think." Queen Katie said, "I'm giggling." Jackson said, "So I was right. He could have sang it." Oh yeah, hey yeah. Queen Katie said he meant the guitar. Bubbo says to Jackson, "Yup." Oh, and Tiff says, "I'm gonna get going for the night." Good night, y'all. Good night, Tiff. Thank you so much for being here. Always love having you hang out. I appreciate you so much. Have a good rest of your night. Good night. And Vera says, "Good night, Sid." And Vera says, #relatable content. Okay, let's get back into the game. I will read some more chat in a minute. Let me get a sip of water. Hang on, huh?
Dragon D's.
Ah! Dragon D's. Okay. So what was his musical instrument? The Demolin. Oh no! I think did Crystal already say it? Demolin D's nuts, or somebody said? Did Vera say that? Demolin D's nuts? Yeah, I think Vera did. Yes, I am slow. I'm always just in the moment with these streams. I forget what happened like 2 minutes ago, and yet then I still complain when games give like a flashback to 2 minutes previous. But you know, he's been very good about just jamming in the background while all this is going on. So he's saying, "Before her holiness, the Holy Mother, oh, I'll confess your sins, my young brother." My head monk, understand it. I didn't kill Mr. Rowell, so I don't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother. What? Oh, bogus little man. Oh, your faith is weak like a wet paper bag. Are you feeling me? Oh, it's gonna keep playing. Spare the rod, hey baby. Spoil the child, not maybe. Is that a Bible verse, or is that just something that's quoted so much that people think it's in the Bible? I feel like is that in the book of Proverbs? Why is this weird transcendentalist culture quoting the Bible? Her holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, oh, she'll forgive you in the Twilight Realm. We're still gonna kill you. Still gonna kill you, send you to that Twilight Realm. Super premature. Probably a dog, too, because, you know, why not? It's like a twofer if you got a pet. But she'll forgive you. Not the dog, though. We don't believe that dogs have souls in Koreanism. I don't suppose she could forgive him in this realm first. Defense, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, wow, so we're just now getting to this. Oh, boy. There we go. 2.5 hours into the stream, we get a proper cross-examination. What I saw, baby. Okay, so we're gonna, you know the drill. We save. Oh, and we don't even hear his plane anymore. So we're gonna save, press on every statement, and then figure out what we're gonna present here. So let's press some statements. After the morning dance of devotion, to go back to my chamber, I got the notion. Hold it! I have a question. Lay it on me, man. How dare you interrupt the performance of the great Peace, Love, and Understanding? I was really enjoying that. Sorry, but there's something about that name I can't put my finger on. What's so funny about Peace, Love, and Understanding? Oh, you had a question for me, brother? You were playing something during the Dance of Devotion, weren't you? You know it, baby. I was playing my beautiful girl right here, this Demalin. In offering to Her Holiness, I play the music and the singers sing the song of ceremony. Mr. Understanding's playing is the best in the kingdom. It must please Her Holiness greatly. Seriously, it's so good that even if he's guilty of murder, we will not execute him. Just saying. Now then, could you continue with your testimony, Mr. Understanding? Yeah. For the Holy Mother, I keep on trucking. This Demalin still needs some effing plucking. Oh, sorry. I told you I have a very close relationship with my guitar. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Quick Gator said the judge's wife. Hey, why were you so late, Judge? Oh, well, we were executing the teacher. Vera said, our teacher? The one you missed the class of today? Bubba says, Logan, what'd I do? Vera said, I legit thought the necklace was a guitar pick. Oh, was I letting the plinging going on too long? Vera said, there's a mod lurking, guys. Do detective work to figure out who it was. Vera said, because I didn't make the poll. Definitely not, Rukov says. It could be anyone. Vera said, I know, right? Definitely not Rukov. Who could it be? Okay, let's play a little bit more. I see there's a clip in the chat, but we gotta get through this cross-examination. We at least need to get through this cross-examination tonight. Ooh, don't you know my chamber's on the way to the temple's treasure room? Hey. Could you please point out one more time where your chamber is located? Okay, so he's the one that was labeled chamber before. What do you mean one more time? He hasn't shown us yet. Yeah, man, no sweat. My chamber is on the way from the performance hall to the treasure room. So anyone going to the treasure room would have to pass by Understanding's chamber. What's the other door? It had another door. Oh, is that going to be important? Give Peace Lovin' a chance. Because, no, take a look at this. There's the door leading in. Oh, look at this! There's another door here that doesn't show going. Oh, and there are other doors in other places. But what do you want to bet this door maybe goes down to there? And that's gonna like show how he got through there with nobody seeing him leave his chambers from the performance hall? I think. Let's see. And his small footsteps I can quite clearly hear if anyone to the treasure room goes near. Even from inside your chamber, you can still hear what's going on outside. Temple is a groovy old building built from Mother Nature's finest. By which I mean wood. Oh, so good. You can hear a pin drop through the wooden walls, you dig? In an old building like that, I guess the walls must be pretty thin. And that's how Mr. Understanding could know the culprit's movements. I would assume that they'd be like thick walls, because you would need like insulation in ancient, because they wouldn't have like central heating and air. It's all thanks to the Holy Mother's divine protection. Right on, my man. I dedicate this testimony to Her Holiness. Okay, how many statements are we through? Okay, 2 more to go. Let's pause for a second and check out this clip that, the Bumbo clipped. Let me load this up in the clip viewer so we can check this out. This clip from Bumbo is titled, Understanding, TMI. Understanding, TMI. Let's check it out. We'll have some water. Oh, sometimes I kiss it with tongue. That's why there's the hole in the top there. Oh, you should see the two of us on a Saturday night. And I keep it on me at all times. Oh, and I mean, at all times. This thing sees me naked every day when I shower. Just kidding. I don't shower. This is gonna be filed away in the clips I dread showing up in a shout out on other channels. But thank you so much, Bumbo, for that clip. Wow. Definitely know Rukov says, could be Rukov. He's going to bed. Vera said it might be Clam. Vera said, gotcha. Bubba says, okay, so keep an eye. Wow!
Knows he's screwed. No.
Oh, that was so loud. That was so loud. Well, I mean, I wonder. Well, I think that was just an example of like the proto Edgeworth voice. Okay. Thank you very much for the clip roulette there. I gotta read some more. I gotta get caught up to chat. I am so far behind. I was so close to getting at one point. There were like 5 messages away. Yeah, Bubba was saying, okay, so keep an eye out for the sword, okay? And then Vero Duels Rukov Quigita said, I thought you could only have a certain amount of VIPs. I think there is a limit, but I think I can maybe give 1 or 2 more. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've checked. Eglin said, I'm not entirely sure if it lets you ban other mods without demodding first, since you can't delete messages from other mods. Oh, Vera said, I win. Bubba said, probably will be even less due to taxes. I know. I'll make 10 cents and they'll deduct that. Taxes. Vera said, I'll go get breakfast. I'll go get biscuits for breakfast. BRB lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your biscuits. Jackson on says, nice. I'll be in Mexico on Wednesday. Probably. Ooh, it's taking you to Mexico. What part of Mexico? You doing something fun, I hope? Hang on, I gotta breathe for a second. There we go. I talk so much I forget to breathe. Quikita said, I'm staying up on Wednesday for Zenless Zone 0. So yeah, hadn't you tried like a demo for it or something? Because that's the one with the jiggle physics bear, right? Quikita said, Twitch, hate your emotes, I just wanna be cute. And Bumbo said, no mods, rave! Logan is wonderful, can't wait to see him enjoy a game. Thank you, Bumbo, that's nice. Oh, was that because Rukov said for a compliment? Thank you. I do sometimes enjoy games, but I know that you guys enjoy the pain I get from Jason. Oh, I like Jacksonon's emotes, those are cool. Quikita said, honestly, depends on how Tuesday's Persona stream goes. Oh, that is true as well. Eglin with some emotes. Bubba says rave and some emotes. Quikita said Discord, I'm howling at the moon. Jackson with a bunch of cool emotes. Bumbo with the hydrate, I'll hydrate, and then we'll get back to the game. Oops, I just spilled some. But thank you very much for the hydrate command. All right, let's get back into this. So let's see, what's he saying? Albie was the one, Albie was the only one, Albie was the only one. How could you tell it was Albie just from the sound of some footsteps? Albie is practically famous, man. The smooth groove of his shoes are easy to pick out. But how do you know he went to the treasure room? Didn't you think it was possible he went to the storeroom at the other end of the hall? No way, man. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. Then why are we talking about hearing footprints? That's important. You saw him? He's gonna add some to his testimony. In the treasure room, this you can believe. My purse peeped. The sneaky sneak I'll be. Then tell us where. And tell us where it is you stood when you saw the accused, if you would. Payne got to sing. When I heard the footsteps, I looked out the window. Oh, so they're windows! Okay, so it is connecting. I thought it would be like a secret passageway, but they're windows. From my window, I can see the window of the first floor hallway across the courtyard, you dig? And through that window, I saw Albie walking into the treasure room. Should I have him add the statement to his testimony? Yeah. Why not? Could you please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Understanding? Oh, you got it, brother. Plang. Yay. So here's what I'm gonna do, because that's a new statement. Let's press the other statements first, and then come back to that, because that one might be the key statement. Through the window I did spy little Albie with my own eye. Okay, we already did Albie was the only one, Albie was the only one, so let's press on this one. Before the blackout, one other than roll. Only Albie to the treasure room did stroll. How can you be so sure that nobody else was there? Whoa, man, oh, you lawyers are as uptight as they say. Oh, hey, questions, well, just chill, man. Isn't it possible that someone else could have snuck past? The answer, my friend, is squeaky wooden floorboards, baby. They make such a racket, not even the quietest cat could sneak by me a dig. Oh, yes, that makes sense. And all of that just now was simply more of the attorney's unfounded suspicions, I see. That's the truth, baby, it's all that I sing. The truth is all, it's everything. Yeah, words of wisdom, words of truth. Baby tooth, forsooth, phone booth. Yeah. Score one for the judge. Much thanks to Mr. Understanding. Let's bring an end to defense grandstanding. Join in, Phoenix. You're not stopping me. Until my client goes free. I know how to rhyme, but I don't understand meter. Wait a minute, why am I singing? Because I asked you to. And I'm the player, I control your life, Phoenix. Right on, even the lawyer is joining in, baby. Everybody's starting to feel the groovy vibe of my far-out rhythm. I refuse to let him run this show. I think I found the flaw I've been looking for. Understanding was in his chamber on the 2nd floor. Hey, that rhymed. I think I found the flaw I'm looking for. Understanding was in his chamber on the 2nd floor. But there was something that definitely should have been blocking his view. What? Okay, so let's press that statement and find out what it was. Through the window I despy, little I'll be with my own eye. Let's save again before we're gonna press, and then obviously we present something here. I don't know. Let's see, Jackson on says, Pilk! Pilk is, I never tried it, but it sounds so gross. Kukita said, and now that we're at the 2nd cross-exam, and we have 3 more left. Oh yeah, we are not getting through this tonight. Hang on, I gotta breathe again. We're like 15 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. Bumbo says, Quick Kitty, oh no. Quick Kitty said, yeah. Vera said, everyone timeout. Quick Kitty says, Payne. There's emotes only. Let's see. Bumbo says, yay. Quick Kitty said, I want 3D Gumshoe. Dang it, I do too. I would love Gumshoe to come back. If Edgeworth comes back again, Gumshoe should come back. I'm just excited we're gonna get 3D Maya again. Vera said, okay, you're free. Eglin said, love how even the speaking noise was pitched and timed to the music. Oh, was it? Was it? I gotta pay more attention to that. Hang on, let's try this. We go back one. Oh, darn it. Yeah, right now he doesn't play the music, but we'll check the next time. Quick Gator said, one idea, watch a random clip and try not to cringe/die. Challenge impossible mode. Vera said, he killed the power and a person? Double murder. That is true. I'm gonna pin that message. I'm gonna pin the heck out of that message. Because it's double mudere. Double mudere. Vera said, how did I mess up writing murder? It wasn't a murder, it was a mudere. Quick Gator said, nah, it's French murder. He said, I'm fine being tagged law. Okay, good. Eglin said, I mean, hang on. I saw a thing disappear. I thought Vero unpinned it, but I don't think Vero can unpin my pins. My pins are too mighty. My pin's mightier than the sword. Eglin said, I mean, there's a clear difference, I think. I have no clue about the lore and stuff, but just design-wise. Was that when we were talking about the Demolan, I think? Bubba said, he's so far back now, what happened? He's so desynced from being played. Bubba says, oh, Vera says, it's just me, let me refresh. Bubba said, I don't know. Vera said, never mind, got it fixed. Whoopsie, you funny mentioned Takaya because Sid made a meme about understanding Takaya. Really? Can I see it or is it a spoiler? Vera said, I'm immature. Bumbo says, me too. Vera said, Logan is nailing understanding too much. He's even doing the same lips. Am I? Really? I wasn't noticing the lips. Quickie said, for real, probably a closet, says Bumbo. Vera said, or a window in the basement. So that's what it's gonna be, is it just like the angle because he was on the 2nd floor or something like that? Bubba said Logan does not remember saying that at all. I don't remember saying anything. Crystal does quote number 107. No one told me the bad guys have boobs. Persona 3 Reload, May 18th, 2024. Bubba said Logan face during that clip was worthy in and of itself. Bubba says context, comic clip. I wasn't paying attention to my face, so I'm glad you enjoyed that. Vera said, I'm turning British with my fixation on biscuits these days. Oh, hang on. Are you having British biscuits? Because in England, biscuits are their word for cookies, right? And Vera says, haha, ... worthy. Quick Gator said, nope, there was some betas, but I didn't get into them. I did watch someone play the last beta, so I know some things. Yes, the one with the Jiggle Bear. Okay, that's what it was. You saw someone play the beta. And Crystal says, if Albie is the only one and Understanding is there to witness it, isn't Albie technically not the only one? Well, I mean, if an Albie steals a treasure box and no one is there to witness it, does it really make a murder? Queen Katie said, his name is Ben, by the way. Oh, the bear's name. Oh, I thought we were saying Understanding's name is Ben. Momo says, oh, and Vera said, court day, out karaoke. Queen Katie says, about to add a fun fact in a bit about his Japanese name if Logan is smart about things. Okay, well, let's try to be smart about things then. We got like 10 minutes left. We can do that. Through the window I did spy little Albie with my own eye. Hold it! Through the window, you say? That's right, brother. There's a courtyard outside the window of my chamber. Across the courtyard, I can see the window of the hallway to the treasure room, man. Judging from the diagram, I guess that's plausible. Then why were you saying someone would be in the way, bro? A view of the courtyard from your chamber? Oh, how nice that must be. I bet it's beautiful at this time of year. What with Kuranese butterflies flitting about? Oh, you know it, Pops. I often look out in the courtyard while playing my Demalin. While I'm Demalin these nuts. Chat gets credit for that. And it goes a little something like this. Yeah. Okay, so we didn't get any new statements, so it's gotta be that. So through the window I did spy little Albie with my own eyes. So let's check out what's in our court record then. We have Song of Ceremony, the song about the founder's orb, sung during the Dance of the Devotion, includes an English translation. I doubt it's this, but I'm gonna check just to be sure. Song of Ceremony with the dragon and the tiger battle. The founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. I still think that's gonna have to do with how to open up the thing. Roll's autopsy report. Time of death is around noon. His head shows signs of being hit with a blunt object. Time of death, April 23rd, 12 to 1 p.m. Cause death, cerebral contusion from a head injury. So we see this. This is, I guess, supposed to be in the treasure room. I mean, we don't see any light coming in from outside, but I suppose it's still possible that the window could be open. Treasure box in black and white. Oh, I should be reading the text as well. Temple's treasure room. The body was discovered at the base of the stairs of the altar. Murder weapon. It was forced open and its contents were stolen. Glows in the dark. Okay, that's going to be important, right? Notice from the days of incident. Defendant's fingerprints were found on it. April 23rd. Due to the growing number of thefts around the temple, we'll be tightening security throughout. Therefore, all of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's Dance of Devotion. And I don't think they even brought that up, so this is good. We had to find this on our own. I'm glad this game, the last one, spoon-fed us so much stuff. I like this. It's not spoon-feeding us, but let me save just in case I am being dumb. Okay, so they closed all the shutters. So let's do that. We're gonna present. We're gonna present this and present.
Objection!
Aha! Ha! There is something off about that, Mr. Understanding. My music is off? Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, man. Maybe this vibe ain't topping the charts where you're from. What's your poison? Orchestra? Jazz? Soul? You like jazz? You like jazz? No, there's nothing wrong with my ears, witness, but something's not quite right with your eyes. Mr. Understanding, you've been lying to this court. Now, why would I lie? I got nothing to hide. That is a near rhyme, Your Honor. Objection! Truth and truth alone is all I sing. Lying, y'all, now lying ain't my thing. I contend otherwise. Do you recognize this object, Mr. Understanding? It's a temple notice, man. What of it? In this notice, the following instruction to the temple monks is written. All of the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's Dance of Devotion. What you talking about, Phoenix? I'm talking about the fact that from your chamber, you couldn't have seen anyone going into the treasure room through those shutters. Let's save right there. I want to, because we're past that cross-examination. And I see there's a clip in the chat. Oh crap, I already see like a tiny bit of what the title is. And I'm very worried because I know what this is gonna be. It's called My P peepers peeped. It might go on past that, I'm not sure, but let's check it out. My peepers peeped. The sneak out beer. My pee. And that's the clip. No context. Thank you, Vero. Egglin said Ace Attorney, the musical. Well, when we watched the live stage show, wasn't there a song in it at one point really randomly? Quickgator said, Logan, have you ever seen the Ace Attorney musical? It's the best. I think we did. We saw a live show, right? Was that the musical? No, the musical was the other one. That's the one with like the woman who plays Phoenix, right? But the show that we saw did have a song in it, yeah? Quickgator said, I knew he was going to pin the murder. Typo here said the meme is in the Discord. Awesome. I'll check it out. Oh, and I am almost caught up to chat. But first, we got one more clip here. Let me load this one up. This one's called Phoenix Ruined Karaoke Night. Oh, I know what this is going to be. I'm going to catch up to chat. Truth, baby. It's all that I sing. And we got loud music for this. The truth is all, it's everything. Yeah, words of wisdom, words of truth. Baby tooth, forsooth, phone booth. Yeah. Score one for the judge. Much thanks to Mr. Understanding. Let's bring an end to defense grandstanding. Join in, Phoenix. You're not stopping me. Until my client goes free. I know how to rhyme, but I don't understand meter. Wait a minute, why am I? I actually am kind of proud of that. That bit went far better than I could have expected. So thank you very much for the clip, Vero. Bubba said he's almost caught up. I am. I'm gonna get there. Oh, wait. Crap. Have we not had any raid suggestions yet? Vera said, oh my gosh, you're right. He will get to my message soon. Vera said, Mom, I'm famous. The understand and acknowledge my joke. Hegel said, I love how the tone pitches. So neat. I wish I understood pitch and things like that better. Quick Katie said there's a fan musical for Ace Attorney. Okay, yeah, so we did see one of the live shows, and I think I heard somebody mention the musical, but I have not seen it. I'm sorry. Oh, and there we go. Crystal has some raid suggestions. Thank you very much for these raid suggestions. Let me copy these down into my text file over here. I appreciate it. Let me do that. One second, everybody. This takes just a moment here. There we go. And Vera says the range is amazing. Wait, the range in what? In the fan musical? Or something? Or just in understanding songs is. Oh, and Crystal has 2 more raid suggestions. Awesome, because we do need to do that in just a minute. If you're lurking, if you could hang around for a bit, even though we're going to be winding down soon, I'll give you all the rundown and all the deets on the stream and everything like that, but I got to copy these things over. Vera said, the range in the clip? Oh, wait, are we talking about like my you can't be complimenting my singing. My singing was awful. Over here said he's catching up before 3 hours. I'm ashamed. I mean, it's by like 2 minutes before 3 hours. So it's like not that far. And wait. Crystal, does your last one have a plus symbol in it? Are you able to do plus symbols in Twitch usernames? Is that this music is like, this music's jamming. Okay, I'm gonna try taking the +1 away from that and see if that's what it is. Jackson says, thanks, I didn't have anyone good for this tonight. Well, I appreciate it. Ian says the voice lines, they're the same tempo. Oh, so did I do a good thing? Or no, they did a good, them with the actual, okay. I assume when you say the voice lines, you mean the like on the typing. There. Veer with the emos, Crystal said, I don't know, they have a +1 on the name laughing. Well, I think I had to like take away the +1 to go to it, but with that, 2 hours, 58 minutes, and 38 seconds into the stream, I caught up with chat for the first time of the night. So let me check out who these raid suggestions are. Oh, one of them's doing, a couple of them are doing Dungeons and Dragons, which makes sense since I think Crystal, there's a bunch of them doing Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, they all are doing Dungeons and Dragons. Wait, are they all like in the same campaign together? Is that what's going on? Oh, I don't like this. I see an ad that's playing and some of this on one of the streams, and some of the stuff that's playing looks like it may have been AI generated. Oh, okay, no, I think it's just special effects. It looked AI for a minute, and it was really, really off-putting to me. Let's see. Neophyte says, yeah, the beeps, yes, the beep. Okay, that makes sense. For a second, I thought people were, like, complimenting me, and I was like, oh, wow. I did like, a fancy good thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick one of these D&Ds at random here. Hang on, I gotta check and see. They all have about the same viewership. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should be less stringent with the whole thing of like having to pick the one with the fewest number of viewers. But let's take one of these D&D streams and let's do a raid, y'all. Let's go ahead and initiate a raid at this one right here. And here is our raid message. So we can go ahead and copy that down. Let's see. Quickie said, wow, what a bias. Vera says, Weedle is live. Oh, that's right. Weedle is live. Hang on.
TT's Weedle.
Oh, there we go. Thank you for the TTS. So we can do that. That's right, because Weedle is our friend. I got nothing against these D&D streams. Let me copy down Weedle's username. And we can cancel this. And we'll do this raid instead. So again, if you're lurking, sorry this taking me so long to get the raid going. But now I think I need to recopy down that raid message that I typed out. Get that on my clipboard. Thank you very much. Yeah, there we go. Crystal says Weedle. Bumble says, yeah, I was thinking Weedle. Quickity said, I would also like Weedle. Crystal says, Logan. Quickity says, well. Vera said, it's okay, y'all. Quickity says, oh, well. No, I fixed it. I corrected it. Quickity said, thank you for the stream. I'll share a fun fact next time. Sorry, I wasn't smart enough to get it. Crystal says, I forgot. Quickity says, phew, lol. See y'all next time for some Persona. Praying for the full moon. I think we'll get to it. I don't know if we'll have time to do the full moon boss fight. So, for anyone who's lurking, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, and Persona 3 Reload, which we're about, I don't know, feels like maybe 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through. So, no stream tomorrow. It's Monday, but I will post the schedule up on Discord for the week. It'll be a little bit different because we've got my birthday this week, and a stream will be canceled for the 4th of July. But Tuesday, we'll be back here for Persona. So be there for that, and yeah, check the Discord if you can to see updates on what next week will technically be. Let's see. Vera said you did a smart, but I did do it in time though. But thank you though. Crystal says bye. Bumble says bye, and Vera posted the Discord. Yes, there's a Discord invite link, and yes. Oh, the Streamlabs just did it also with another invite link, just randomly. But yes, thank you. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You guys are the best. You're awesome. You're amazing. You're a wonderful community. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. See you Tuesday. Have an amazing Monday. Bye. Bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.